Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a story about what if Naruto knew about the law council's bashing. Before I start, please support for more amazing content and do consider subscribing to my channel and share this video with your friends. This is written by Singh and link in description and support writer. Let's start the video. Prologue. Konoha Training Ground 7. In Training Ground 7 where 3 training posts were there in the mid of the field were 4 people present near them. One of them is a man who is around mid-20 to 30 and other were kids around late 12 to 13, 2 boys and 1 girl. Man was standing before the 3 kids, 2 kids were sitting on the ground and holding their lunch and were trying to feed lunch to the 3rd kid who was tied to the training post. He was a tall man with spiky silver hair, he had a lone visible dark eye as his other eye was covered by his headband. He was wearing the standard Konoha shinobi uniform, which consisted of a green flask jacket over a dark blue shirt with long sleeves, fingerless gloves, and dark pants. And he used a face mask that covered the lower half of his face, starting at the nose. The kid who was sitting on the ground has black eyes and spiky black hair. His hair is hung over his face as bangs which cover his face. He wear a navy blue, short-sleeved shirt with a high collar, white shorts and white warmers in his both arms. He wear blue headband on his head. The other kid was girl who was sitting on the ground. She has fair skin, green eyes and pink hair which reaching on her back. She wear red kipao dress with short sleeves that has zipper and white circular designs. She also wears tight dark green bike shorts, sandals, and the headband. Next kid who was tied to the training post. He was short for his age kids. He has blonde, spiky hair and blue eyes, while 3 whisker markings on his cheeks. He wore an orange and blue jacket with a white collar, a white swirl with a tassel on the left side, and red Uzumaki crest on the back. He also wore orange pants with a shuriken holster on his right knees, blue sandals, and headband on his head. Man who is looking at them angry with his one eye which put them 3 kids on the edge. Before 3 kids said or do anything man who looked at them with one eye smile. Will you pass? He said to kids who was confused before pink hair girl said before. What do you mean we pass Kakashi sensei? She asked to the man who is identified as Kakashi. When Kakashi hear girl question he smile again behind the mask before he looked at them. Well you hear me what I say. You pass the test. Kakashi said again to which girl smile happily and black hair boy who is sit on other side on the ground smile with smug look on the face. While one who is tied to the training post was smile with his foxy grin before he said. We did it, we passed the test. We're the ninja now. Just you wait everyone, I'll become the Hokage in no time. Blonde hair boy said with happily. Before he continue anything duck hair boy said it. Like you could become Hokage loser. Said boy and arrogantly to the blonde who got angry and looked at him with anger. What did you just said team? Blonde said to the duck hair boy who is looking at him with anger. Before blonde could said anything he got punch on his skull from the pink hair girl who is looking at him anger. Shut up Naruto baka. You can't become Hokage. You're weak, stupid and baka. Sasuke-kun is lot stronger than you ever will be and I'm sure he'll become Hokage in future. Not someone like before Naruto can said anything their sensei clear his mouth which got their attention. Well you passed the test but before we take our leave I have to say something to you. Remember this, those who break the rule are trash but those who abandon their comrade are worse than trash. He said to kids who looking at him eyes widen before all of them nod their heads slowly. Kakashi then move around to leave the training ground but stop and look at them again. Before we all go. Naruto, I have something I want to say something. He said which got blonde attention. Naruto about to ask about what is it suddenly his sensei move his right hand to his head or more specifically to his headband before he understand what he is doing he rip his headband from his head harshly. He along with other looked at the sensei with widen their eyes. Blonde don't said anything for few seconds before he said. Sensei he trying to say something but got punch on his face very hard form the Kakashi do this he blood is coming out from the mouth. Don't say sensei to me or even say my name. You're no student of mine, do you know why? Well here it's you got lowest grade in the academy that I ever see. You're dead last among the dead last who became ninja. Hell you're dead last. Well I'm going to tell you for that. When I put you and others to the bell test you yell and scream when you going to battle about how you are going to beat me and take the bell so that you can impress the Sakura-chan. You rush in battle without even thinking or even put a plan, all you've used in a fight is Kage Bunshin no jutsu, shadow clone jutsu, and throw at me too and hope to overpower me. You got no talent, brain, act like an idiot, and you're not a prodigy like Sasuke. Due to this I don't let you stay on the team because if you stay in the team, then you are going to troublemaker for the team in future and hindrance to the other to become strong, and I know very well if I spend my whole life to teach you I even doubt you can able to learn anything from me. It would be waste of time. Kakashi said to Naruto who listened to him with still eyes widen with even blink. After few seconds his eyes returned to normal and lower his head due to this his whole eyes got cover. When Sakura and Sasuke hear this, they didn't do anything to stop him, they just stay there and listen to all this, while give smug look to the Naruto. Kakashi haven't finished yet, so he continued. As a point I take you headband. You're no longer a ninja of the Konoha, and there is more, you're not going back to academy. From this point on I'm going to drop you from the shinobi program and your chakra is going to be sealed so that you can't use those clones to harm the village and live like a civilian are living in the village. And your dream to become Hokage, I heavy doubt that, even if I give you a chance you won't be promoted to the Chunin. I think Sasuke-kun is the one who able to become the fine Hokage unlike you. Sasuke-kun was from the one of the founding clan of the village, unlike you worthless clan-less loser. Finished. Kakashi move around and leave the training ground with even spare a glance at him. Naruto was just stand there without even moving a muscle. He was brought out of his thought when he hear someone move to him, but he's still keeping his head low to look who is it, but he have an idea who is it. It was Sasuke who stand in front of him with smiling arrogantly at Naruto. Now you get it, loser, you are nobody. Nobody want to train you, even somebody want to train you, even after that you're still a loser. No matter how much you try you still no match for me, and you know why well, like Kakashi sensei said, I'm from the noble Uchiha clan who built this village, which make me a prince. In other word. Do you hear me, loser? I'm the prince of the village, unlike you excuse of a human. You who live by himself and hate by everyone in the village. I beat your parents or also hate you when you are born, that's why they leave you. They thought if they leave you then they can live a happy life, or they killed themselves because you were disgrace to them. Regarding your dream to become the Hokage of this village, don't worry about it, I think I become Hokage after I achieve my ambition. I like the sound. Sasuke said before he spilt on him and leave the training ground. Sakura saw this, that Sasuke is moving away from Naruto, so she moved to the set him when she was in front of him, she then hit him in the head as hard as she could like her mother told her to do to him. You know. I never like you. I always hate you when we were small kids. I mean looked at you. You're not a smart person like Sasuke-kun, not powerful like him, and you are not even cool like him even if you want to try. You are nothing in compared to Sasuke-kun, so tell me Baka why in the hell I should go date with some clan-less orphan who don't even know the meaning when to give up. Even you're the last person in the world who is available for the date, I still not go out with you. If that happen it will be cold day in hell I got out date with you. Hell, I bet there is no girls or women in the village who want to go out with you. So all I said to you, this don't come in between me and Sasuke-kun, if you try then I'll kill you slowly and painfully. Do you get that, Baka, she said with before she hit him on the stomach, then on the face, then lastly on his head. After that she leave the place to find the Sasuke and ask him if he want to go out date with her. She left the training ground with even looking bad at him. After all of them left the training ground, leave Naruto alone who still stand there without even moving, he didn't even lift his head. After few minutes his hand twitch few time before his hand starting to shake, and after few second his whole body follow as well. After that some chakra is also leaking out from the body, due to which he was free from his binding. Before he starting lose his control of over the chakra, he quickly create a barrier surrounding the training ground so that no one can feel his chakra which he was about to unleash. After that he unleash his chakra and create the thousands army of the clone who surround him and looked at him angered then. Original then lift his head before he opened his eyes and looked at the clone. Usual blue eyes now turn in red with black slits, his whisker mark on the face were become more visible, his teeth is also grows and become more sharper, and his nails also grow. His whole body is surrounded by the red chakra with two tails coming out on his back. He then looked at the clones and with might of roar he charged to them while clones also rushed to him. Few hours later. Training Ground 7, which was one of the top training ground in the Konoha, which produced top of the shinobi in Konoha who became legend on their time. The same training ground which was one of the beautiful place in Konoha was now in ruin. All trees which was surrounded the training ground are either cut down or burning right now. Even grass on the training ground is completely gone and replaced to the charcoal and ash, while on the ground there were multiple massive crack were present. Trees that surrounding the training ground either burn or cut down, in some case, some of them cut into the tiny pieces. In the middle of training ground Naruto was on his knees and padding heavily. His orange jacket which he was wearing was gone, and his fishnet shirt was cut from many places where blood is coming out of it due to injuries which was healing rapidly. His pant was not in good condition either, it is same as his shirt. On his face he have some deep cut on his cheeks, and left eyes is currently closed because of the horizontal scare, same as Kakashi Sharingan eyes, but it also healing. After few minutes he controlled his breath and all his injuries were also was healed. He then opened his eyes which was not red but his usual blue eyes. He then sit on the ground and thinking about what his formal sensei and his formal teammate said to him. When he was hear them they said about him he don't even lose his cool, but when they were abuse him about his parents he was mad. He was so much mad at them that he was going to beat the shit out of them, but he decided against it. When they left the training ground he then let out his anger so that he create the barrier so no one could feel his power or more specifically Kyuubi power which is mixing by his and create thousands of clone which was stronger than those clone which he used against the Mizuki. He's still keeping barrier on and also apply one of the high-level genjutsu on the area which keeping away people as well as any kind of the animals or summoning animals. Even if Hokage used his crystal ball to look for Naruto which only show that Naruto is still on the training ground and Tai from the training post. There was cloud of smoke was appear near the Naruto. From the cloud beautiful woman coming out who was about 18 years old, she was 5'8" tall. She has long blood red hair with tint of orange which is coming down her wrist, her heart-shaped face with red eyes with slit pupils. She wore black kimono with red obi. The kimono hung loosely off her frame, leaving her shoulder bare and exposing ample amounts of E-cup breasts. The interior of the kimono shows the color of blood. She also had 2 fox-like ears in her head and 9 blood-red tails swished behind her. She quickly looked at Naruto and hugged Naruto gently while pushing his face into her large breasts with her right hand while running her left hand on his back to calm down. She then channel her chakra into his body, which also heals any internal injuries, which will still take some time to heal it. They just sit there for some time, not even saying anything they just sit there and enjoy each other contact. Women then decide to break the silence. Naruto-kun calm down. Don't listen to those fools. They were mindless bakas, hairless monkeys who think they are better than other like they were some kind of kami favorite sons or something like that Uchiha scum and his pink-haired bitch. And that Haddock who talk about the never abandoning the comrade are worse than the trash, but when it come for you, he won't even think before he abandon you before he even teach you about something. Not only that take away right to be ninja of this pathetic village. It even worse that even civilians are become more aggressive since you receive the headband and try to hurt you as much as they can. Just thinking about it make me anger so much that I can even destroy this village completely woman said to Naruto, but stop when Naruto remove his head from his breasts and looked at her with small sad smile. No Kasumi-chan don't do that. You know that there are still few people who still care about me like Hinata-chan who helped me by providing those notes when teachers in the academy kick me out of class and you know it. Tucci-san and Am-chan who feed me ramen with half price while even put vegetable in them so that I can grow up properly when others are not even feeding them. Nico-chan, Anko-chan and Kurenai-chan are also helping me out when mob is attacking me. Even some of the clan also helping me behind the Sandaime Hokage and those shinobi or civilian council. There are many more who don't think me as you and still see me as human, but they are unable to do anything because of the council. So please don't do anything crash which would make even more difficult for not only us but others as well. Plead Naruto to the Kasumi who look at her for the moment after that she nod her head. Very well Naruto-kun. She said before she asked. Are you alright? I'm alright. Just angry at Kakashi team and that pink hair bitch about the thing they said about my parents and other think. Just listening about them make me very angry. Said Naruto who then stand on the ground and give his hand to Kasumi so that she can stand up as well. When Kasumi see this she gives smile to him before she take his hand and stand up. Thanks, Naruto-kun. She thanks him with her angelic voice which Naruto happy and blush because Kasumi thanking him in sexy pose which make any man in the world pass out. And no problem Kasumi-chan. Said Naruto who is blushing from the sight of Kasumi's sexy pose. So what are you going to do now? You are not a shinobi of the village anymore Naruto-kun. Kasumi asked Naruto who was currently thinking about what he should do right now. Well if you ask me I even don't have idea what should I do about it. I mean I know that in less than year Kakashi will kick me out of the ninja program, probably after the Chunin exam, but to him do this right after passing the Genin test, it will set back lot of plans. He answered to her question who nod her head at this. She also know that Kakashi may try something, but she also not accept him to do this right after the team is formed. Well technically I say, I didn't even accept him to do that. For what I accept from him is to spend more time to teach Uchiha and that bitch, while leaving you to fending yourself or try to stunt your growth by teaching you a wrong technique. Even when you were on the missions, you did some good job, then he will give all your credit to his Uchiha, while try to blame you on many think like not listen to the senior officers, fighting with your teammates and many others think. And like you said about the Chunin exam which was going to happen in Konoha in next 6 months and nominate your team and when you were on the final with Uchiha, he will ditch you to train his precious Uchiha. When the Chunin exam is finished and his precious Uchiha was promoted to Chunin, he will disband the team and then he will kick you out from the shinobi program. But to do this I don't even know what he thinking. She said with sign then she fluttered both arms around her breasts which make them bigger. When Naruto saw that his face turned red. Naruto-kun I think he is still mad at you for what you did 3 years ago. When Naruto remember about the certain incident which has happened 3 years ago which make him laugh whenever he remember about that. Naruto still remember when he was a kid Kakashi was assigned by the Sandaime Hokage to look him, but whenever mob was trying to beat him, he did next to nothing to stop them. All he do was just sit there and listen his scream while mob is beat the shit out of him, he only stopped them when they were going for the killing blow. After beating by so many time and crafty security is providing by one of his guards, he got mad and decide to teach him some lesson. The lesson which make Kakashi enemy of all the women and the girls in the Konoha or to extend Hai no Kuni, land of fire. After that incident he quit the guard duty of Naruto and don't even show his face to the public for next 6 months. When he come back he resign from the Anbu and become Jonin to train the next generations or more specifically to train Uchiha. I think it is not about that incident which happened nearly 3 years ago. Naruto said. It's something else and if what I think is right then its council or more specifically shinobi and civilian council was the one order him to do it. You know how he listened those 2 council member when it comes to me or more specific to us. He said to her who also thought about this, then she nodded her head. You are right when you put it that way. Those 2 sides of council I never understand what they really want. First they takes every control of the academy form the Hokage after Yondaime was dead and then change every schedule by lowering the standards and now you become ninja by passing the academy 3 basic jutsu which required low academy level chakra and control and because of this they making Konoha forces very weak. They are completely depend of the clans who train their clan members some of their advanced moves which was high genin level when they pass out the academy. If in future all those clan leave the village, then this village becomes same as a minor villages. This village losing its strength all because of those Sandaime, shinobi and civilian council. It's only matter of time before other villages saw what the Konoha has become today now. Asumi finished her explanation which is completely agreed by Naruto. Not only that those civilian council see me as you. They think that I'm Kyuubi and thinking that by killing me they killed you, but they forget about something that if they killed me, then you're free from the seal and crush this village, because they won't have Yondaime Hokage to stop you, and you can only seal inside the Uzumaki clan member due to their chakra reserve and their own bloodline. While Shinobi Council think that if they get rid of my emotion then they will turn me into mindless killing machine, by doing that they can control me and to extend you, but they forget about the working of the seal, that Naruto state that which Kasumi, she is the Kyuubi in human form, also agree to her because she know how Uzumaki's sealing work when it come to the Bijuu, which is powered by their own emotions. If the emotions of the person is strong then seal which contain the Bijuu is also strong, but if their emotion is weak, then seal is weak and push person into the madness before the Bijuu break the seal without even difficulty. Whatever the civilian and shinobi council think about us is not matter right now. All the matter is that what we do so that we can re-enter the shinobi program to become shinobi, so that you can become stronger like my previous hosts. She said then smirk appear on her face before she continued. And don't forget that I want strong mate who is strong as me Naruto-kun. She finished in her teasing manner to Naruto who was blushing from the embarrassment when he heard. I know why you are talking about and I promise that I become very stronger than you. So that no one can harm you or the other of my precious people, so that no one can harm them. He said stutter a bit before he recover and give her foxy grin, then looked at her who was now blushing from the way he said and smile. And beside we can't do anything other than wait for them to show up. All we can do now is just go to Hokage office and find out what is the reason One Eye Cyclops kicked me out of the ninja program. When he finished Kasumi is able to control her blush and nod her head. Do you have any idea when they are coming back? She asked. Well I don't have any idea when they are coming back. But for last ladder they will soon come here. Maybe end of the week or 2 max it take for them and when they come we may have to use plan B on the matter. Naruto replied to her. Okay let's go. The meeting is about to begin in 1 hour, but after fixing this training ground. After that we can leave this ground as soon as we can. She finished and then used fire affinity to burn all those training ground completely. After that Naruto went through some hand seal, then finish it while clamping hand together. Mokuton. Jukai Koten, deep forest creation, he said, and trees starting to emerge from the all over the training ground, with grass also growing on the training ground. After it over Kasumi nod her head to Naruto before she gone in cloud of smoke. After that he then take out the scroll from the shuriken pouch on his back and open it. When he open it he then channel his chakra on the seal which bring his same pair of orange jumpsuit which he wearing it. After changing in new clothes he then burn his previous clothes with fire jutsu, then he brought down the barrier around the training ground. Before he left he made one clone and tell him to go home while he go to the Hokage office. 1 hour in the Hokage's office. Currently in the Hokage office where various Jonin instructor was present there and now waiting for the Hokage to show up so that they can give report about which team is pass or fail their test or not. Through no one notice other than single pair of eyes that there was someone also present there, but they let it go because she know who it was. Every Jonin was talking among themselves regarding their own business. Soon Sandame Hokage come in the room and sit on his chair and looked at them. He saw nearly all the Jonin sensei are present her as well other Jonin, except the certain Cyclops which he was not surprised and know very well that he will come on later. He then clear his throat before he speak. So everyone her except the Kakashi. Well he will come later so let's begin which team pass or which team failed. He asked the Jonin sensei to which every Jonin come one by one in front of him and begin to tell him. Team 1. Fail. Team 2. Fail. Team 3. Fail. Team 4. Fail. Team 5. Fail. Team 6. Fail. Then the woman who is around 19 year was come forward. She was very beautiful woman. She has long black untamed hair reaching her upper back and very unique eyes that are red in color with an additional ring around them. She wears makeup consisting of red lipstick and purple eyes shadow. She had all the curve in the right place with luscious D-cup breasts, slim waist and toned legs. She wore a red mesh armor blouse with only right sleeve visible. Overall, this is very brad material which resembles bandages with a pattern on it similar to these of Rose Thrawn's. Her hands and upper thighs are also wrapped in bandages and she wears the Konoha handband on her head and regular shinobi sandals. Teammate. Pass. Said by the woman in cold voice. Can you explain about how they got past your test Yuhi-san? Hokage asked to which she nodded his head before telling him. Hi Hokage-sama. When I meet my team I learn lot of thing like Kiba-san is a hothead who don't even listen to the others and ordering around others. He is quite the ignorant guy. If I compare his ignorant to anyone I think he match up with Uchiha-san form his class. Shino-san is calm and cool, who is always think logically before he do anything, and last is Hinata-chan, who may have some issue for confidence, other than that she is good rather than other of his teammates. She paused for a second then continued. The test I give them about is to track the target and grab the intel, then rush back to the checkpoint and they have to do it without even getting caught because if any of them was captured then they failed the test and sent back to the academy. I also tell them that the target is among the 5 location and they have 6 hours which I think gave them a lot of time. When the exam was start thing didn't go well from the start. Kiba-san want to rush target and finish the test as quick as possible. He didn't even think about the traps were set up around the target. Shino-san on other hand want to make a plan regarding how to reach the target without even activate any kind of trap in there and backup plan if primary plan is failed. When Kiba-san hear this he was angry at Shino-san and tell him to shut up follow him like without even question because he is real alpha in the village. But that he left for the fake location while Shino-san just stood there for a moment then leave to find the target leaving Hinata-chan alone. When both of them left she then stood there and look at both of them for few seconds while try to come up what she do. After some time she then used her Byakugan to check them after that she then go to where the main target was. But before she reached there she stop and hide in trees and wait for the other member it take nearly 3 hours to reach her location. She stopped for the moment so that everyone absorb what she told. After they regroup. Again both Kiba and Shino are arguing about their plans but Hinata-chan is able to stop their pointless argument and shifting their focus on test and soon they pass the test. Kurenai told them. But when the test was over Kiba-san ignorantly say that he can pass the test without even need help how alpha male he is. And many more thing before I stop him. For what I saw this team may work as a tracker team but this team need lot work especially Kiba-san to get his head out for whole alpha thing. She finish her report regarding her team. Well that's good Yuhi-san. If thing is well then they will make an excellent tracking team. Sandame said happily to which rest of the Jonin also agree with him. Kurenai didn't say anything but small frown on her face which didn't go unnoticed by the Hokage. When he saw Kurenai face he didn't understand why she making this kind of face so he asked. Do you want to say something Yuhi-san? He asked to her. Kurenai at first when he asked the question but when she looked the Hokage won't leave her until she tell him. She signed before said. Hokage-sama the thing is that I don't want this team. Hokage and other Jonin was take back by her sudden replied. They won't understand at the first because she was the one who asked the tracking team and Hokage give her the very same type team which is good for tracking, hell he even give her favorite student she wanted to train when she was graduate. So what caused her to say she didn't want this team after they passed their genin test? He need to find this about. He quickly recover before anyone in the room and ask. Yuhi-san what caused you that you don't want this team? Is it tracking team you want to train? Or they able to pass your test but won't stand your expertise like you thought? He questioned her so that he can understand what got here into. No sir they did well and also stand up to my expectation but the thing is she tail of before finishing it. Thing is what Yuhi-san? He asked demand. But the thing is that the teammate which consists of Inyazuka Kiba, Aburame Shino and Hyuga Hinata is not the team I want. The team I want is Aburame Shino, Hyuga Hinata and Uzumaki Naruto. She replied his question which surprised them. When she replied it she got all the Jonin which was present in the room are you kidding look. Hokage himself was also look surprised as well, but before he asked a question someone beat him. Why do you want that deep boy in your team instead of Kiba? Kiba is formed the Inyazuka clan and he even have his partner. They even able to track the enemy easily form the tracks and with him on the team with Aburam and Hyuga you got very perfect tracking team. I don't see how that boy was good for the tracking team. Question came behind the Kurenai and look at the Jonin who asked the question. He was tall man who was around same age as Kakashi, with brown eyes, olive skin, short black hair and a dread. He was wearing the standard Jonin outfit with sash that had the kanji for fire marked on it around the waist, a pair of black bangles and bandages wrapped around the arms of his sleeves. When he finished it all the Jonin was also agree with him because the Inyazuka clan was known for tracking and the brute strength, but they were really good at the brute strength than the tracker. They are better at the tracking because they have their ninkin. Due to this it was ideal choice to choose them as a tracking team. Asuma-kun was right Yuhi-san so please tell me. Why do you want Naruto-kun in your team in place of Kiba-kun? He asked her again with serious expression on his face and send the tell me the reason before I lose my patience look he gave her. Not fearing the look Hokage give her she turned on her Ice Queen mode which she has put since she graduate from the academy because she never gone out date with any man and take her shinobi duty as very seriously to become very strong. She looked at Hokage for a moment before she turned to look at the Jonin who now name is Asuma with narrowed at him for a moment before she turned around and again look at Hokage. Why I want Naruto-san is for 3 reasons. First Naruto-san can use Kage Bunshin no Jutsu, which is B-rank Kinjutsu, Forbidden Jutsu, which required the Jonin level chakra reserve. If the user don't have required then user will die from the chakra exhaustion, but Naruto-san case he can use this jutsu because of massive chakra reserve due to his problem, and these clones also send the information we know to the user after they released or destroyed. Another reason is that if he was on the team and we were behind the enemy line and want to immediate extraction then Naruto-san used his clones to confuse the enemy. Also with him on the team we can also have 2 type of team and one is tracking assault team, well Kiba-san put in team 7, was name as pure heavy assault team. The last reason Ish can even help Hinata-chan for her lack of confidence because she like Naruto-san not the level of other fangirls in academy and with him on the team Hinata-chan become very strong than Kunoichi in future. That's all I want to say. She tell her reason behind the team which she wanted. Another Jonin listen her reason that can't help but agree with her because Kage Bunshin no Jutsu was used for the scooting and the way Naruto used it, he create hundreds of clones without even pass out form the chakra exhaustion and with him on the team they have tracking as well the heavy assault team, well Kiba with team 7 will give them a pure heavy assault team with this they have excellent team. But there is one problem in the plan is that no one like Naruto and they also don't want Naruto to get stronger. Hokage also agree with Kurenai when she put up these point, but the thing is these teams was formed by the shinobi, few clan head and himself, after discuss with each other for hours. They agree that Naruto was put in Kakashi team and he will teach him next to nothing so that Naruto won't get stronger for them and easily control him. Sandame sign before he look at the Jonin Kunoichi before he speak Yuhi-san, I also agree when you put it that way. He said and got small smile from the Jinjutsu mistress. But the thing is I can't give the team that you want. And smile is gone now, the thing is me and elders form the Shinobi Council discuss about this for hours before these teams formed and let me tell you something we also agree with these teams, they will become very strong if not stronger than any other teams since Konoha is from. So Kurenai your request for the Naruto-kun in exchange of Kiba-kun in your team is denied, even it may help the girl on your team and I'm sure if you give Kiba-kun a chance then he will bring out her form her shell and make her stronger like you wanted. He finished. Kurenai form her part didn't react or show anything form outside like very calm person, but inside she was anger at Hokage as well as elders. Why is he pressuring me to keep that mutt in my team and why he say that mutt can help with Hinata-chan problem she thought in his mind before she nodded her head to him. When Sandame finished he saw the Kurenai back to her previous position while Jonin named Asuma stand in front of his table where Kurenai just standing few seconds ago. Team 10. Pass. He said in happy tone. Can you tell me Asuma-kun how they do? Old Hokage asked to Jonin. Yes, dad. Well when I meet the team I saw they are completely opposite with each other. Ino-san was acting like a bossy and she is a fangirl. Shikamaru-san is a lazy person just like his father and if he is anything like his father then he is very smart for his age but lack in motivation. Chaoji-san is a powerhouse in a group but he is kind kid and eat lots just like his clan. He said before continue. The test is about is to all of them have to hit me at least one and they pass. When tests start Ino-san attack me which is followed by the Chaoji-san, while Shikamaru-san was lay on the ground and looking at the sky. When I ask he why he not attacking me he said that there is no way he nor his teammate hit him even if they work together as a team because you are a Jonin while we are the Genin. Only way we can hit you, if you let us hit you, and we know very well that you won't let us hit you no matter what we try. It's so troublesome to do, so I just lay there and enjoy seeing the grass while you test them." After that he went back to see Cloud watching. He paused and see that Hokage along everyone just sweat drop on the back of their head. Some of them just shake their head about Nara respond, while some of them just say lazy Nara, and some of them chuckle about the whole thing. Hokage himself sweat drop and chuckle about the laziness which id running down all the Nara males. He himself see all the time how Shikaku was always lazy when he was on the council meeting, heck sometime he was there for the sleep. So Ino-san decide to take action against him. She go to him and said something in his ear. When she finish and leave him all, I saw Shikamaru-san panic like he has seen ghost or something. After that he quickly regroup with the team and form the plan. After forming the plan they quickly resume their attack, and after some time Shikamaru-san is able to catch me and they pass the test. He tell them. Good. Now we have second generation Ino Shikacho. Asuma-kun train them well. He order his son who nod his head. Hokage saw that Kakashi hasn't come here, so he was about give order to one of his Anbu to bring him the meeting room, but suddenly Kakashi himself arrive in the office. He just stood there with his orange book in his hand, but what they caught their attention was that he have one Konoha headband in his other hand. They all know that it was rare that any Jonin arrive in front of Hokage, because whenever it happened it means that someone must be thrown out of the ninja program. Before anyone even say anything Kakashi speak. Team 7. Pass. Kakashi said, who's still reading his book. All of the Jonin look at him wide into their eyes. Kakashi, the laziest Jonin in the Konoha, passed the team after failing so many team in the past. All of them talk about themselves after minutes or two, all of them silent by the Hokage. Kakashi-kun, can you tell us how they pass your test and also tell us whose headband is this that was on your hand? He asked to him, but what he really want to know whose headband was in his hand. He just hoped that he didn't do anything stupid, because if he did then all the plans which he make long ago it will be ruined. He just hope all things was right. Of course Hokage-sama. My team, or should I say Sasuke-sama and Sakura-sen, pass his test with flying color. Well, Uzumaki didn't even do anything to even help his teammates. Even when Sasuke-sama tell him that in order to pass this test is to work together, but he just spat on his face and tell him to shut up and he won't need his help in order to pass his test. After that Uzumaki come to me but was knocked out with low E-level Genjutsu, which was even more pathetic from his academy level. After I knock him out, Sasuke-sama with Sakura-sen attack me. Sasuke-sama, who used his clan style to jutsu and fire jutsu with Sakura-san, who provides support with her genjutsu. They were work so good together, so I having hard time to holding back when I was about to get serious time run out. So I tie Uzumaki kid to the training post and give my food to his other teammates and also tell them don't share lunch with him. After I left, Sasuke-sama and Sakura-san want to share their lunch with him, but again Uzumaki kid just spat on his face and tell him that he don't want any pity from them. They try to reason with him, but no matter what he won't listen, so I have to come out and pass the Sasuke-sama and Sakura-san while I fail Naruto and take his headband along with throw out form the ninja program. He unfit to become ninja of the village because of his behavior. He tell I, who's still reading his book. When he finish all Jonin except the Kurenai was anger at Naruto due to lie which is tell by the Kakashi is that the Naruto disrespecting the Sasuke when he asking for the demon help to fight the Kakashi, and again when Sasuke was sharing his lunch with him but he disrespecting him again. But all of them glad when they hear what Kakashi did to Demon Brat, still they weren't satisfied with the punishment which is given by the Kakashi. They want more. So they all shout about what they did Demon when they see him for what the Uzumaki kid do to Sasuke. This go around for few minutes before old Hokage start leaking his killer intent which shut all of them. When everyone calmed down he released his killer intent and look at them dangerously before he turned his gaze at Kakashi. He didn't say anything but to look at Kakashi with narrowed eyes. He didn't even said anything for the few minutes before he signed. Are you sure Kakashi-kun that you knock out Naruto-kun with E-rank Genjutsu, because from the academy report he may have problem detecting D-rank jutsu due to his reserve. It hard to believe that he was knocked out by the E-rank jutsu which we used against first year academy level student. Not only that, your report regarding his behavior towards the Sasuke-kun. Are you sure Naruto-kun disrespecting Sasuke-kun in any way that you describe? He asked Kakashi while glaring at him, but Kakashi stood there calm, while inside he was sweating like crazy because old Hokage know very well why he failed Naruto. He just hope old man by his fake reason because there is no way in hell he was going to train Naruto anything, hell he even allow him to let him be ninja of this village. Hi Hokage-sama. Kakashi said. Well, if that the case then we have to find the replacement from his place. Hokage said to him who nod his head. And sir, there is more I want to say regarding Uzumaki punishment. Kakashi said. Hokage look at him with raising eyebrow before he speak. What do you want to talk about regarding Naruto-kun punishment? He asked curiously. Okage-sama, for the punishment of Uzumaki is not only he was throw out from the ninja program, but I also want you to apply chakra blocking seal on him so that he can't access his chakra and as well mind blocking seal because he know the B rank Kinjutsu. So that he can't use to pran. He was about to said more, but Hokage raised his hand to stop him. Whatever punishment is that you want to give Naruto-kun was discussed in the tomorrow council meeting. Now I want everyone leave the room except you, Kakashi-kun. I just want to talk to you about something in private. He told everyone in the room who slowly leave them. Kurenai glared Kakashi dangerously for few seconds before she left the room. Even Anbu also left the room when Hokage signaled them. After room is empty and making sure that no one is in the room, old Cage decide to spec first. Okay Kakashi, why the hell you decide to throw Demon Brad out of your team? Not only that, you even throw him out of the ninja program as well. You want me to apply chakra seal so that demon can't use his chakra. Hokage, who now showing his true color and as well angry at Kakashi. Okage-sama, I know you are angry at me for what I did and also what I suggesting it, but he stopped speaking and not sure how he said it. But what, Kakashi? You asked me all those years ago that you want to teach Sasuke-kun, so I agree with you on one condition, demon will be placed on your team in order to make. Old Cage asked to his Jonin, who look at him with puzzle before speak. I know that I agree with you years ago that demon will be put in my care so that I can use him as a cannon folder so that Sasuke-sama will be get strong, but the thing is when he used B rank Kinjutsu I was mad because he learned the jutsu which Sasuke-sama unable to learn right now and not even able to use it like demon using it. This make my blood boil and showing of in front of Sasuke-sama that he was better than him and if he stay in my team for long then he may become stronger somehow, which I don't wanted. That's why I throw demon out of ninja program. He tell Hokage, who looking at him like he was crazy, but before Hokage say anything Kakashi continue. Not only that, civilian council are also order me to throw Naruto out of ninja program if he's somehow able to get past the graduation exam, which highly impossible or other means. They paid me for this, so in other word I doing my job, Hokage-sama. He finishes explain about the reason why he kick out Naruto. When Hokage hear that the civilian council was the one who ordered Kakashi to do. He give question look to the Kakashi before he asked. What do you mean civilian council order you to do it? Well, Hokage-sama, civilian council won't like the way demon pranked to them, so they got mad and decide they will do hurt him where it hurt him the most, so they decide to hurt the demon dream to become the Hokage. He tell why civilian council get involved. So now I understand why they went silent regarding the demon study in the academy in the council meeting. They planned this all long ago about this. Hokage said to himself while using one hand to run on his head. He signed before speak. How much they paid you? 20 million. He tell. Okay, I want half of the money on my account within a week. He order him, who nod his head. You can leave now. Now I have thing about how to make demon proper weapon of the village. Old Cage said. Kakashi quickly leave the room without even saying anything. After Kakashi left the room, Old Cage again signed before he take out the book from the drawer and start writing about the event about that happen. After finishing writing he then read before he closed the book and put it where I take out from. Then he left the room without even looking back to the home. When Hokage leave the room, Naruto decide to come out from the hiding place and look at the room for a bit. He then moved to the Hokage table before he stop in front of the table. He didn't do anything, just stand there and look at the table. So that's why Cyclops throw me out of the ninja program, because civilian council order him to do it as well as they pay him. Well, it's matter, not all we have to do is use the plan B. I just hope they arrive soon before things get out of control. Konoha main gate. It was evening where sun was going down, where people of the village was coming back from outside so they can go to their home, while ninjas who were guarding the village who checking everyone who was entering or leaving the village, others ninjas patrolling around the walls surrounding the village so no spy can get inside the village. Not far away from the village main gate, 3 people who wear the white cloak which cover their entire body from head to toe, which didn't show anything. They were moving in a civilian pace toward the gate. One of them was tall, while other 2 was short. The tall one stopped moving just when they reached the village gate, followed by the others, and look at the village for some moment before tall person said. It's been long time since I've been here. Chapter 1. Meeting with the family. Last time on Naruto, the heir of the Rakuto Senin. Konoha main gate. It was evening where sun was going down, where people of the village was coming back from outside so they can go to their home, while ninjas who were guarding the village who checking everyone who was entering or leaving the village, others ninjas patrolling around the wall surrounding the village so no spy can get inside the village. Not far away from the village main gate, 3 people who wear the white cloak which cover their entire body from head to toe, which didn't show anything. They were moving in a civilian pace towards the gate. One of them was tall, while other 2 was short. The tall one stopped moving just when they reached village gate, followed by the others, and look at the village for some moment before tall person said. It's been long time since I've been here. But the unknown group. "It's been long time since I've been here," said tall figure to himself who was looking at the village gate. The figure saw that village is just same as the last time when he left the village, but he also knows something might have changed because last time when he officially leave the village, it nearly 1/4 of the village was burning. The other two who was behind the tall figure who listened his sudden said to himself was looking at him confused, but they quickly understand what he was referring. Both of them don't know much about it, but they know enough that tall figure have some history with the village. So they don't said anything, they just stand behind him and leave him in his thought. Soon tall figure was come out his thought and saw that some group of masked ninjas, Anbu, come in front of the pair of village guards sitting on the check post and talk among themselves for few minutes and left the duo after taking report from them. Figure also saw that the duo was nearly by themselves, but other ninjas was also near the location, but they were still far away from them to even listen to him and them. So the figure moved towards the duo in the check post to enter the village which is followed by others. Pair of village guards was having normal day. They just sit on the seat and checking everyone who enter or leaving the village like every day. Few minutes ago group of Anbu was checking on them to make sure everything was right. After making sure everything was alright they left quickly them with their report. After they left they sit their seat, one of them quickly bring out the cards to pass their time because guarding the village gate is a very boring duty. They were about to start their game but stop when they saw 3 o'clock figure heading towards them. So one of duo stand up from his seat while other take out the register while keeping his hand above on the secret button which will alert the Anbu unit near the gate just in case. They just ready themselves for their usual activity, not even aware that lot of thing is going to change in the village. Welcome to the Konoha. Please remove your hoods, shows your IDs, tell your name and state your business in here. Asked first guard to the 3 o'clock figure when they reached to them. Instead of removing their hoods from their heads they just stand there do nothing. First guard saw this and think they didn't hear him, so he was about to ask them again, but stop when the tall hood figure move his hand in his clock. Both guards saw this, and they got tense to think the tall hood figure reaching to the hidden weapon to kill them. Both of them about to alter the whole village when hood figure moving one of his hand towards them, but stop when he presents some IDs. Both of the guards saw this and relax a bit while taking a breath, they didn't think that they holding their breath. First guard take IDs from the hood figure and hand it over to his partner who take it. First thing he noticed when he saw the IDs is all 3 of them is actually a females, tall one is the mother, while other 2 were her daughter who's standing behind her. Other think he noticed that tall hood figure have an IDs of Konoha Kunoichi, while her daughter have the IDs of civilian of the Hai no Kuni, Land of Fire. But the third thing second guard really notices the name of the Kunoichi which he don't recall it and now and confused when he saw this. He guarding this gate nearly for the last 10 years and those years he know every single Kunoichi in the village but never saw her on that time. Still something telling him that he saw her few time in the village and not to mention her name which he hear it somewhere but can't remember it and no matter how hard he try to remember her name, it doesn't even ring any bell. He think this whole situation is a mystery and one thing he like is solving the mystery and right now Kunoichi is front of him is a some kind of mysterious woman who was in front of him who claim is a Kunoichi of the village. So in order to solve the mystery he have to look for the old record. He got up and look at them for few seconds before he said. Please wait here a moment. I just need to check something. It's only take few minutes. He tell them and got node from them. Seconds guard moved back at the stand and where they store the old register of entering and leaving the village. He then take out few-year-old entry and try to find her name but found nothing so he moved to other and got same result. After searching for few minutes he still didn't found it, he was about to give up but saw one of the book is still left so he sighed himself before he pick up and start searching her name once again. After searching her name he find her name there and saw she left the village week after the Kyuubi attack with her 2 daughters nearly a week old. Now this thing confirm it that she was one of the Kunoichi of the village but still there is a think regarding her name he needs to found out. He then flipped the book and saw old bingo book which was attached to the book, it was one of the hobby of his senior who was posted here before him until he die in mission outside the village with his squads. His hobby was to attach bingo book with the register in order to remember the every powerful ninja of the villages on that time. Second guard now search her name and found her name there and when he start reading it his face starting to lose his color and in the end of the reading his face now turn into a pale and scare for what he read inside the book. He then reread the whole thing 2 times more to conform it what he reading. In the end everything he read about her in the old bingo book is conform his suspicious and now he crushing his stupidly for not remember her name. He then slowly turning his head to look at the 3 females and his partner. He saw his partner who was looking at him anger and curious. First guard was anger at second guard because he take his sweet time to conform their IDs and first was curious about what he read that make his face color turn into pale and sweating heavily when second guard looking at the 3 of them or more specific tall head figure. Second guard on the other hand was busy debating in his mind reading how to deal with her who back after so many years. He now starting to pray God for help him in this situation. He know that one wrong move or said anything by him and his partner will end their life with a flick of her wrist. He quickly recover himself and start moving towards them. He quickly move out from the stand and come in front of them. He quickly look his partner and tell him to come out and follow his lead and also send him a no matter what keep your damn mouth shut or say anything wrong and we are good as dead look. First guard saw his friend send his various look and he know very well he only send that look when there was important person was in front of them and due to his partner look his head was saved multiple time. 6 years ago when the fire daimyo advisor came in the village by hiding his identity for inspections, he didn't recognize him and said many things bad to him when his partner was not there at that time. But when his partner came he quickly recognized the advisor and tell him who really was. The advisor was so mad that he was about to give order to kill him, but due to his friend's quick thinking, he tell the advisor, with few lies, why he do that. When advisor hear this he forgive him, but not give him wearing that he don't do that again. But right now he was confused at why his partner was sending him that look right now, but he so as he said and follow him. Second guard saw his friends come out from stand, so he quickly shift his focus at the three hood figure. When his partner was right behind him, he gulped before bow in front of three hood figures. He please forgive me for and not recognize why you when I saw why your IDs. Second guard stuttered because he currently scared of the tall hood figure woman who was standing in front of him. When first guards hear his partner stutter which caught him by surprise. He working with him for nearly 6 years and all those years he never stutter, the only time he stutter when daimyo advisor was come in village suddenly and on that time he was disguised himself as a common civilian so he can inspections the village. When he saw him bow in front of those three, it make him more curious regarding those three hoods figure and really want to know who they are and he was going to find out about them who they are but right now all he can do is keep his mouth shut. Hood figure on the other hand doesn't show any concern when the second guard bow in front of her and her daughters. All she do was slight nod her heads. Second's guard then raise his head but he's still nervous. He then saw tall figure didn't want to say anything to him so he speak again. Hey anyway. Welcome be back to the Konoha. It been 12 years since you and your daughters left the village. Second guard welcoming them after that he hand over their IDs which woman took it from him and put in her clock. After putting IDs she look at them before she speak. Can you tell me something before I enter the village with my daughters? She asked them with neutral voice. Both of the guards look at each other for seconds before they look back at her. Before the second guard ask her first guard beat him. What do you want to know? He asked them rudely and got glare from his partner but he paid no attention to it and focus on the woman. When is next council meeting? She asked them with same tone. Why do you want to know? First guard again asked her rudely and now got even more glare from his partner. His partner quickly come behind him and cover his mouth with his hands while laughing at them nervously. Sorry about my friend rude behavior. Second guard said to them. He then turned his head towards his partner. Will you shut up your mouth for a few minutes? If you don't shut your damn mouth then you are going to get us killed. I know you want to know about them but I can't right now. I'll fill you in after they left. He whispered to him in his ear and look at his friend who nodded his head. After that second guards look at them again. Anyway the next council meeting was going to happen in the tomorrow at 9 AM. He replied a question and free his friend. He saw hood woman slightly nod her heads after that she entered the village followed by her daughter. They were just few feet away from the duo when the guard saw trio stop and look at them. They then saw that woman is signal them to come to her. Both of the guards got confused at this and look at each other with puzzle face asking question each other what is this about but both of them shrugged their shoulder and moved towards her. When near her second guard asked it if something is matter but she beat him. Before I go I want you to do something for me. She said in a motionless voice which put both of the guards at edge and now wondering what she really want for them. So in order to find out second guard decide ask her. What is it you want to ask? Ask second guard politely. I want you to not report the Sandame Hokage about me and my daughter's return to the village. I'll notify them tomorrow at the council meeting and before you said if you don't tell the Hokage regarding me in the village will got you two in trouble, well you don't have to worry about it. I take care of it by myself. She tell to both village gate guards who was looking at her with unsure expression which didn't go unnoticed by the woman so in order to make her point to them, she decide to add few more point which make them agree with her without even question. Before you decide anything among yourselves what to do regarding the situation, I had few more word which I like to add. She said now both of them look at her then among themselves before they look at her again. If I found out Sandame, the council or anyone else know about me and my daughters in the village, she paused for a second and starting releasing killer intent on both of them. Both of them terrified and saw that they were going to die 1,000 times. They are the only one who feel her killer intent while her daughter and other people who were away from them didn't even feel her killer intent. Before they can think anything else they saw a woman was looking at them dangerously, even they can't able to see her face due to her cloak. "I'll kill you," she said in dangerous tone by adding more killer intent which scare shit out of them, and now they shaken like a leaf. The killer intent they feel from the woman is at least a cage level killer intent. Do this they were on their knees and starting to try to breathe, but her killer intent make thing difficult from them. They then saw a woman take one step towards them before she said. "Do I make myself clear?" she asked them dangerously. Both of the guards want to said something, but no matter what no sound is coming out of them, so they did only thing is nod their heads rapidly. Woman saw this, she stopped releasing her killer intent on them. When the killer intent stopped both of them starting to take breath rapidly. Woman saw this but didn't mind them, she then turned around and make her way toward village followed by her daughters. On her way she said to them, "Remember that what I just say." She warned them again without even looking at them. She need to move fast because they were expecting to meet someone before they meet with other person who she didn't see him for last 6 years. Soon they were vanished among the civilian. Back on the check post both of the guards were still trying to catch their breaths. They saw 3 hoods figure disappear among the people. It take few minutes for them to stand up but their legs is still shaking. Second guard then start moving back to the stand so that he can sit on his seat and so he can relax himself and catch his breath properly. Second guard hears something and turn his gaze and look at his partner for few seconds before he spoke. "What?" Second guard asked. He didn't hear what his partner said, but he have some idea what he said. First guard was still in shock, but he recover enough so that he can able to speak. "What was that?" he asked to his partner who look at him confused. "What the hell was that? How can someone release that level of killer intent? I thought only Hokage-sama can able to release that kind of killer intent. Not to mention it didn't feel like killer intent at all, it was completely different. It felt like someone put 1,000 pounds of weight on my shoulders and it was crashing my whole body from within," he said. After then he looked at his friend before he continue. "And you on other hand act like that she was some kind of daimyo or something like that after you check her IDs from the old records. Who is she and why you said why the hell we even listened to her for not telling Hokage-sama and the council about her that she is currently in the village right now with her 2 daughters. Not only that she even threat to kill us if we tell the Hokage-sama and the council about her." He asked a man to his partner who's starting to rub his head when he was starting to feel headache and think about how he answer his questions. He then sighed and before he answering his question. "If you want to know. All you had to do is go back there and open the page 1, leave bookmark on the page." He tell his friend who glare at him few moment which his partner ignored. After that he move at the back stand where old record book was placed. He saw a lot of book was on the table and most of the book was put other side of the table together so he concluded that those book don't have record. He then saw one book in the middle of table. He then grabbed the book and starting to examine it. He didn't need to find it because when he opened the book it showed the same page which his partner placed the bookmark. When it opened it he read the name of woman and frowned because he can't remember the name at first but after thinking about some minutes he remember it. His face also lost its color and mumbling about something for few seconds. "And no way," he said to himself before he looked at his partner who now looking at him. Please tell me it not her." He asked him and hoping that it was not her. Second guard sighed before he nodded his head. "It was her." He answering his question. First guard mouth open and close for some time before his mouth completely shut. He then silent for few minutes before first break the silent. "We have tell them," he whisper. Second guard hear it and look at his friend confused. "Tell them what and who?" he asked, but he have pretty much idea what he was talking about but he still want to hear the question from his mouth. "We have to tell the Hokage-sama and the council about this," first stated. "We have to tell them that she returned to the village now and her daughters with her." Second guard hear this and jump from the seat and look his partner. "Are you out of your mind? Didn't you hear what she said before she leave? She said if we told Hokage-sama and the council about her and her daughter in the village, she will come for us and killed us. Not only that we know how powerful she really is and there is no way in hell we can survive if we fight her, hell we won't even stand against her for 2 seconds," he state. "I know what you say is true but I don't think she was that strong. I mean it was 12 years now she became weak by taking care of her daughters all these years and I'm sure that Hokage-sama can easily defeat her if she did something wrong," he said to his partner but saw his partner who give him "are you crazy" look. "You should have listened yourself before you decide something. Like you said it been 12 years before she leave the village with her daughters and all those years she taking care of them, she maybe become getting weak but so did the Hokage-sama," he tell his partner before he continued. "You know that it was true. He may be strongest shinobi in the village right now but he was also getting old. He may be strong but not strong as he was during the Third Ninja War. It only matter of time before he can no longer able to carry the duty of Hokage and will be retire again. I know it. You know it. We all know it. But like you many don't agree with it. He pause again before continue. One more thing, if Hokage-sama and that woman fight each other, I don't think Hokage-sama can defeat her. Let alone he can't hold her much longer before he was overpowered by her. She was lot stronger than Hokage-sama and her killer intent was proof of that. He stated. After listening the second guard word, first guard was not agree at first, but when he thought about it, he saw what his partner want to say. Since the Kyuubi attack, Sandame never trained hard in his life. He always in his office doing either paperwork, assign missions to the team or meeting with the council, and because of this, he can't even spend his time with his family, and now he was getting weak. During this time he saw Sandame only anger at one time few years ago. On that time he feel his killer intent, which was lot, but it was nothing when it compared to this woman. Not only that, but he was getting old and he may continue the Hokage duty maybe next 3 or 4 years for now if nothing bad has happened. While on the other hand, this woman who was away from the village with her daughters for 12 years, and during that time she taking care of her daughters and trained them as well, keeping them safe from the other villages. During those times she may not train like she did all those years ago, and due to this she may become weak, but still she was strong, who can take out full battalion without even problem. One more thing which he couldn't help it but think that she may be holding back, and thought about how strong she may be. Just thought about it made him uncomfortable and hoped that he imagining it. There is no way she can't be that strong. If he only know, he wouldn't even thinking about this. After some time, first guard understand what his partner want to said, but one thing is still bothering him, so he ask. So what we do now? Second guard thought about it for few seconds, he sighed before answering his question. All we can do now is keeping our mouth shut in this matter and hope nothing is wrong happen. He tell his friend. But if we do that, then he want to say something but was interrupted by his partner. Let me finish up first. Second guard said. We can't tell the village about her and her daughters here in the village right now, and like she said, she are going to tell the Hokage-sama by herself in the village. If my guess is right, then she was going to tell them at tomorrow council meeting, because all the clan head, civilian member and shinobi council member as well Hokage-sama will be present in there. He stated. After that both of the guards silent and returned to do their duty, but they couldn't help it but think about that what would happen at tomorrow council meeting. They just hope meeting that is going happen tomorrow will be finished without any incident. 1 hour later at the shopping district. It's been hours since they entered the village and now they were in shopping district. For past hour they were looking for the shop where they were going to meet someone who are going to tell what going on here in the village while they gone, but they unable to find it due to the lot of civilian were at the street. They can easily find out if they jump on the rooftop, but they decide not, because if they do then other shinobi will starting to suspicious on them, which they don't want to try it now. The other thing is that this shop is new and was near the clan district, but where it is they don't have any idea, so they just looking around it and hope to find it soon. After searching few more minutes, they finally able to find the shop and enter it. When they enter it, they saw every seat in the shop is filled with civilians. After few minutes, one of the waitress was come to them. She quickly put 3 glasses of water in the table as well as 3 menu so they can order something to eat. After that she leave them so that she can attain other customer. All 3 of them look at the menu for few minutes to see what they were going to eat. They then saw same waitress came to them. She bow first before looking at them and speak. Welcome. How can I help you? She asked while putting smile on her face. Woman look at her before she speak. I want 3 plate of dango stick with 3 tea if you please. She told her order and saw waitress take out pen and pad, form the uniform and start writing it. Anything else, ma'am? She asked to make sure if they want anything else. After writing their order she looked at the woman who wear the clock, well her face was hide in the hoods as well as other 2. That's all. Woman said to her with small shake her head. After that waitress nod her head before she leave them. After she left, all 3 of them start look around to make sure no one spying on them. They saw every single civilian was taking among themselves, while shinobi who was in the store was paid small glance at them for few moments before turning back. 3 of them disappointed at the way shinobi of Konoha due to the fact that anyone can come in the village while war clock which covering their head with the hood so they can't see their face. If some spy or any other suicide squad was able to enter the village, they may able to the information of the village, or that they either hit the village important parts like the civilian, clan, shinobi district, Anbu headquarter or the Hokage tower or any other place they able to destroy these place, then lot of people ending up dead, which may weaker the village. The least they do was keeping eyes on them, but instead here they are getting drunk, flirting with women in the shop or other things. But on the other hand they glad that they are doing this, because if they even paid at least moment of attention, then they will suspicious on them with the way they clothes do, this they keeping their identity hidden at a moment. But they keeping their senses at alter. Soon they send someone enter the shop, but who he or she hide in the shadow. Shadow figure was moving towards where the 3 o'clock figure sitting. Shadow figure then come behind the tall woman who back was against the wall while her daughters was sitting in front of her. Her daughters tense a bit when they saw shadow figure was behind their mother and they were about to attack him or her if their mother haven't signaled them to stop. Both of her daughters saw this and stop and slightly nod their heads, but they still keeping eyes on them as well anyone who may be hide in the shadow like him or her. Woman sensed the shadow figure before he or she entered the shop. She even identified the person by sensing his or more specifically her chakra. She know very well who she is and let her come behind her. When she saw her daughters was tense a bit and was about to attack the shadow figure she stopped them which her daughter comply. She then look around at shop and frown because no one is able to sense the shadow figure enter the shop. She then slightly turn her head toward the shadow figure before she speak. You need to work more in your stealth. Before you try to sneak on me. She whispers to the shadow figure who didn't say anything think at first but after few seconds she speak. After all those years still can't sneak at you sensei. She whispers to hood figure who happened to her sensei. You're 100 year too early to sneak behind me. She tease a bit. But I'm impressed that you able to sneak on the shop without even alerting those ninjas which was here in the shop and those anbus who was patrolling the village right now. She said in proud voice. And for what I can see that your skills is improve and you also become very strong since the last time. Shadow figure slightly nod her head. Thank you sensei. She whispers. Long time no see Yugi-chan. How are you? She asked shadow figure who was now identified as the Yugi who was student when she was still in the village. I'm fine sensei and it's good to have you back sensei. You didn't have any idea how much we miss you and before you ask about how are others doing then don't worry, everyone is fine and they are also become very strong than any shinobi of the village but it was hard to keep our level hidden from everyone in the village as well as old monkey you keep an eyes on us time to time. She tell her sensei who understand what she said. Old monkey Hokage was a man who don't like to see that anyone was stronger than him and if he found out about them then he will do anything to keep them under control. Before they speak more they saw waitress come back with their order who put them on the table before she speak. Here your order ma'am. If you need anything just call me I'll be there in a seconds. She said with smile on her face before she ran to other customers. They then stay silent for few seconds while eating some dangos with tea. Shadow woman couldn't help but chuckle a little when she remembers something before she speak. It's good thing that I decide to meet you here because if she was here at a moment and she have to stand in here while looking at the sensei who was eating dango while drinking a tea. If you ask me it will be torture for her and before you finish it, she will come out from the hiding and blow your cover in front of the village. She said with chuckle and her sensei could help but chuckle as well when she understand who she was talking about. Then it was good thing that you come because if she was here then I might eat these dangos in that manner that may got her anger at me before she launch herself to me and do anything to eat those dangos. I still remember that time when I tie her to one of the training post and eat her favorite dangos in front of her. When she saw this she was try everything to free herself before I finish it but no matter what she can't get out. After I finish her precious dangos I free her and next thing happened was she launched towards me and want to beat me for eating her precious dango. No matter what she try she's still unable to beat me. She remark and remember the purple hair girl with brown eyes who she used to teasing her by eating her dango in front of her while tied her with one of the training post. She do that when girl wasn't even listening her and try to prank on her. So in order to make her listen as well as teach her some discipline, she do that time to time. She sighed before think. I missed good old day. She thought. Now I want to know how she was doing. I mean all those lesson which I give was to make her act like a good girl, not like some crazy, psycho girl. If I find out she was not a good woman, but to turn into some crazy, psycho and bloodthirsty woman, then no one can save her this time. I mean no one. She thought more before she add. And who knows maybe this time I even enjoy even more than before when I punish her this time. At the dango shop, purple hair woman was eating the dango happily after finish her work at the interrogation and torture. Suddenly she stopped eating and sneezed after that sudden chill ran into her spine. Why do I feel like someone is going to kick my ass pretty badly? She thought herself before her eyes fell on her dango. And why do I feel like whoever after kicking my ass he or she was going to interrogate me by eating my precious dango in front of me? More thoughts starting popping on her mind. She then thought about who could be the person who could do that, after thought few minutes she remembered and her and I'm tears coming out from her eyes. When Yugi hear this she was trying herself not to laugh but in her mind she was rolling on ground while still laughing. She then start imagine how her sensei was going to torture her purple hair friend and again start laughing in his mind while keep rolling on the ground. She then starting to feel sorry for her friends and pray that her sensei was not going hard on her. After few minutes she was able to control herself and saw her sensei and her two daughters was still eating their dango. She was brought out from her thought by her sensei. Well joke aside she said before putting her cup on the table and now come to the important business. I want to know what happened in the village since the last time I was here. She asked to her student. She thought about few minutes before she speak. Since you visit the village 6 years ago. A lot of thing happened, but I don't know where to start, she started and thought about before she speak. Oh, I know where to begin. Before you come to the village I found out that Sandame was the one who organized all those mobs attack on Naruto-kun before he was kicked out from the orphanage. When he was on the orphanage he ordered the matron to not feed him proper food, but enough so that he can live, and he also ordered him that no one in the orphanage become his friends and encouraged them to beat him by giving them prize. Sandame even passed the law that no one is allowed to adopt him, because if he was adopted in the clan, then those clan power was also increased, while civilian can't adopt him, because they were unable to provide him better environment which he only get in the orphanage. Sandame thought that if they beat the Naruto-kun then he was become weak from the body and fear the people of the village when they beat him, but his plan was failed due to some clan like Hyuga, Yamanaka, Nara, Akimichi, Kurama and as well some of the shinobi who helped Naruto-kun time to time. When Old Monkey found out that they helping Naruto-kun he called council meeting before he slips information to the civilian council member that the clans and some shinobi was helping Naruto-kun, so they passed the law and tell everyone in the village that no one allowed to help Naruto-kun when he was beat by the mob and tell the civilian council that they will not hurt Naruto-kun no matter what. When Naruto-kun supporters hear this they don't like it, but they still help him. Naruto-kun was attacked by the mob after the meeting was over, where clans saw this and quickly stopped those mobs for attacking him. When Old Monkey hear this he didn't like it and place heavy fine on those clan as well small amount of fine on the mob, but in reality he awarded them. When Shinobi was helping Naruto-kun they were assigned to the border patrol. When Naruto-kun turned 4 Hokage ordered the matron to kick out Naruto-kun from the orphanage. Naruto-kun spent nearly 18 months in the street and during that time he was eating food from the garbage while sleeping in the street. During that time many clans saw this and tell the Hokage about Naruto-kun condition, but he tell that he was still in the orphanage and the kid they saw was someone else. He even warned that if they helped Naruto-kun in any way then their clan was going to pay the price. Despite this clan leaders agree with him, but they still want to help Naruto-kun, so without even Sandame knowledge they start helping him. They provide foods when Naruto-kun was alone, they treat his injuries, provide some clothes, they even let him sleep him in their clan compound during the night. They even teach him how to read the book and write the sentence. Also they teach him how to take care of yourself. Due to this he able to survive those time in the village. After 18 months Old Monkey decide to help Naruto-kun and hope that he now easily able to submit his will to him, but saw that Naruto-kun will was even stronger than before. He was angry at this and give him the apartment in Red Light District where he can easily keep an eyes on him with his anbus as well his crystal ball. After that Sandame increase mob attack on Naruto-kun and during those mobs attack Hokage-sama was there to see him get hurt and enjoying himself. When he thought they were about to kill him he saved them so that he can gain Naruto-kun trust and Naruto-kun act like that he trust him, but he never trust him. After the mob's beating he tell the Naruto-kun no matter what mob do, never hate the village for what they do to him and try to forgive them. If he do that then everyone in the village maybe understand him and love him. Naruto-kun act like he may forgave the village, but in his mind he never forgave them. After you paid visit Naruto-kun 6 years ago and give him some scroll to improve his skill, Hokage-sama put him thought the academy and tell him if he became Hokage of the village in future, then everyone in village respect him which he really want that before he meet you. Hokage then order the academy headmaster to sabotage his training, so he become dead last of the academy which headmaster did as he told. During the Naruto-kun time in academy Old Monkey paid visit time to time and nearly having heart attack when he found out that Naruto-kun was prodigy in Fuinjutsu, art of sealing, and there is no way he want him to learn this skill, so he passed the law that only clan member as well Chunin level shinobi was allowed to learn the Fuinjutsu. When Naruto-kun found out he was pissed off at Old Monkey and want to know why he don't learn it, Sandame tell him that Fuinjutsu was a very difficult and most dangerous art and if he do anything wrong, then he will hurt himself or innocent people of the village. After that Naruto-kun shift his focus on the Kenjutsu, art of sword, and he was learning very well, but again he was stopped by the Old Monkey and said that in order to learn this skill, he have to find the proper instructor who can teach him because he may hurt himself which he didn't wanted. When Naruto asked for instructor he said that village don't have many Kenjutsu user and those are still here in the village we're busy so he can't provide him, but he tell him that if he want to learn Kenjutsu, then he have to wait until he become shinobi of the village. Few months later Sandame informed by the headmaster regarding Naruto-kun growth, when he hear this he was not satisfied at this, so he assigned 2 instructors who hate Naruto-kun most in the village into his class. Those 2 were Yumino Iruka and Mizuki. They were assigned in same mission but with different parameters. One who is act like the bad instructor to him while other is act like his big brother figure, so when he ask who take which role then Mizuki act as a bad instructor to him, while Iruka want to act as a big brother figure, so they can learn if Naruto-kun was doing any kind of secret training. During the time in academy they teach him next to nothing and they kick him out of the class if he do anything wrong. After the class Iruka try to act like big brother, he even treat ramen in his favorite shop so that he may find out what he doing after he leave the academy. But Naruto-kun know all this about. So he act like the way they want like a baka, dobe and orange wearing jumpsuit who don't have any kind of skill while keeping his real strength hidden from them. Nearly a week ago there is graduation exam happen in which Naruto-kun was failed the test. He was alone in academy when Mizuki approached to him and tell him about the fake makeup test which help him become genin. All he need to do is sneak into the Hokage tower and stole the scroll of seals without anybody notice and meet up with him in the forest. Naruto-kun know it was fake test but decide to act like it as he was told and stole the scroll. In the forest he learned Kage Bushin no Jutsu, Shadow Clone, within an hour. Iruka find him when he learned the Kage Bushin ask him why he do that. Naruto-kun act like a confused boy and told him why he do that. When Iruka learned this, he was shocked to find out that Mizuki was the one behind all this. Before Iruka do anything he was injured by the Mizuki and told Naruto-kun about the Kyuubi, but didn't tell him anything about Sandaime plan because if he told him about the plan, then Sandaime kill him there. Iruka saw this Naruto-kun was break down at the news, so he quickly act like his brother figure and told him he was not Kyuubi. After hearing this Naruto-kun quickly beat the shit out of him. After that Iruka gave him his headband and grant him to become the ninja of this village. She then paused and saw that her sensei was absorbing every word that she spoke. After that she continued. Yesterday they were assigned in a team. Naruto-kun was put with the Uchiha Sasuke and Haruno Sakura under Hada Kakashi. After they assign in a team they have to wait for their sensei for 2 hours before he show up and take them to rooftop and ask them to introduce themselves to each other. After introduction he tell them about the meet him today morning for the genin test and not to eat any food. Again he show up 2 hours late and start the test. Where they failed the test, but he give them another chance which they passed the test and become the genin of the Konoha. She said before she was interrupted by the woman. So you tell me that Naruto-kun become the genin of Konoha? She asked question to her student who nodded her head. So can you tell me about Naruto-kun teammate as well his sensei and how their relation with Naruto-kun? Also tell me how they passed the exam? She asked. Well first is about Uchiha who lost his mind since his whole clan was massacred in front of him by his elder brother Itachi. Due to this he set up his goal to become stronger so that he can kill him. When village hear that he was only survival, they then start treating him like he was prince of the village. Civilian council gave him anything he want like give him food which is very high quality, clothes, weapons for the shop in very low price. They even order the academy that no matter what Uchiha they must teach Uchiha everything even change his number in exam due to this he become rookie of the year. They even told to their girls try to win the heart of Uchiha so they can marry him, but Uchiha didn't even mind them and focus his attention on getting strong or more specifically, he want to learn high-level jutsu as quick as possible. He always tell Naruto-kun is a clan-less loser who is nothing compared to him and always fight him to prove his superiority over him as well in the class. When the test was start he hide himself in order to observe him. After see enough he start attacking him with his family, Taijutsu also used 1 C rank jutsu against him, but he still was no match to his sensei. Next is girl of Haruno bitch which you quite know since academy. She was carbon copy of her mother except her hair color. When she was little Naruto-kun saved her from some bully who was making fun of her forehead, after that they became friend but it was end soon when her mother found out that she was friend with him so she tell her break her friendship, keep away from him because he was monster in human form. When she hear it she break her friendship with him and start calling him monster and said many bad thing about him in front of everyone. When she joined the academy her mother told her to hit Naruto-kun head with all her power whenever she get the chance because if she do that then Uchiha start noticing on her and maybe they marry him in future. Due to this start hitting him. Her mother and father even changed the academy pattern and tell her if she top in her class then she was placed in his team when they passed the academy. She did what her mother told and become book smart but she was not top in her class due lack in physical strength so her mother bribed them with her body. When her daughter turned 10 she offered her virginity to other council member so that she can gain excess money. After that Sakura starts selling her body to the various civilian member as well as all her academy instructors so that she can still have top rank in her class. She even have sexual relationship with Kiba and you don't believe this she even sleep with Sandaime various time. Today when her sensei was taking test she was the first who was knocked out within 5 minutes by him. He was disappointed at this and tell her to drop the shinobi program. When Sakura hear this she was scared, so in order to keep herself in the team she bribed with him by strip her clothes. When Kakashi saw her naked, he accept her offer and have sex with her for 2 hours while he sent his shadow clone keep other busy. After the sex he told her that in order to stay in team he will sex with her whenever he want which she accepted without any problem. After that he switched with his clone so that he can resume the exam. All she do in exam was had sex with her sensei. Next is Hada Kakashi, who was lazy, pervert and asshole who keep reading his erotic novel in front of everyone. He was considered a very powerful ninja in the village due to him be the last surviving student of the Yondaime Hokage and also have Sharingan, but if you ask me, he was at least a low Jonin level when he not using his Sharingan, but when he using it he was reach at the high Jonin level. When Yondaime die, he rejoined the Anbu and stay there nearly a 10-year before Sandaime Hokage pull him out so he can train Uchiha brat when he awake his Sharingan. During his time in Anbu he was assigned to guard Naruto-kun from the civilian, but he never keep an eyes on him. When mobs attack Naruto-kun he either sit back enjoy the beating or join with them. Whenever Naruto-kun hide from the mobs he led them to him and they beat him more brutal than the last time. They only interfere when they are going for the kill. When he was pull out from the Anbu, old monkey give him two mission. One is to train Uchiha brat everything he know as well train Haruno bitch, while his other mission was to keep an eyes on him as well, not to teach him anything so he can't get strong. Even if Naruto-kun did any kind of training which make him strong then he make him stop so that he will remain weak and humble to the village. During the bell test he want to hit him so badly which put him hospital for nearly for week, but he held back because if he don't then old monkey would be angry at him. Even Naruto-kun did pretty well in the test, he tie him down to training post and order them not to feed him. When he was left Uchiha brat and Haruno bitch eat their food without even look them. They were about to finish their food when Uchiha brat give remaining food to him and tell them in order to pass the test they will need his strength. Haruno bitch want to argue, but when Uchiha brat said that she totally agree with him and was about to feed him, if not had to stop them. He then passed them and become official team 7. Before he dismissed them he quote those who break the rule are trash, but those who abandon their comrade are trash. These were the word that he spoke in order to work as a team. She explained and saw Hood woman try to process every detail that she spoke. She may no see her face due to Hood, but she know very well that her sensei was mad about so many things that she learned from her. She then sighed before she was going to tell her next thing which Hugh sensei may not like it when she hear it, but she need to tell her in order to use as her advantage in future. Sensei, there is more. She said once again, brought her sensei out of thought. When she saw she got her attention and gave her to signal to go on, she sigh again before speak. After they become official genin team. Kakashi then look at Naruto-kun before he rip his headband from his head and hit him face before saying that he was not his student due to his grade was lowest in the academy which he ever seen, or his grade is lowest among the whole element nation. He even said that he didn't graduate like other to become shinobi, but Sandaime allow him to become shinobi and no matter what he never seen him as a shinobi of Konoha. He also said that during the bell test Naruto-kun have no talent, skill, tactics or plan to take the bells from him and rush towards the enemy head on with the clones to overpower him. He even said that if he let him stay in the team, he only become hindrance to the Uchiha growth, or if he spend his whole life to teach Naruto-kun something he doubt that he may learn anything from him. After that he tell Naruto-kun that he was going to drop him from the shinobi program and his chakra was going to seal so that he can live as a civilian. He also said that he was not going to become Hokage, but Uchiha brat may become fine Hokage unlike him because Uchiha brat was from the founding clan of the village, while he was worthless clan-less loser. After that he leave him without even looking back at him. During the whole thing his team, I mean his formal teammate, didn't say anything when their sensei was saying these things. After their sensei left, Uchiha decide to speak where he rant about nobody want to train him, even if there was someone he's still a loser and no matter how much Naruto-kun try he's still no match for him. He then said that he do him bin in Uchiha make him prince of the village, do this everyone in the village like him, but when it came to Naruto-kun everyone hate him. Uchiha brat also said that after he achieve his ambitions, he will take his dream and become Hokage. After that he also leave the training ground. When Haruno bitch or whore saw her crush was leaving the training ground after saying few word to Naruto-kun, so she also decide to follow him and speak her peace of mind to him where she tell him that she never like him and always hate him when she was kids because Naruto-kun was nothing like her Sasuke-kun and no matter what he was nothing compared to him. Due to this she never go on date with him because he was clan-less loser and if he was last person of the world she never go out date with him or any other girls in the village want to go out with him. She even threat him that if he ever come between her and Uchiha brat, then she kill him. After that she hit him on stomach and head with all her strength so that it may damage her brain which may kill him. After that she leave him alone to follow Uchiha so that she can ask go out date with him. Few hours later all the Jonin instructor was assembled in Old Monkey office where he asked which team passer failed. Again Kakashi was not there when he start the meeting. After listing all Jonin instructor, he found that only 3 team passed the Genin test. Before the Kakashi joined the meeting Kurenai-chan have some issue related the assigned team which Old Monkey asked him what kind of issue where she told him that the team that she requested was not the team she was given. The team she was giving was made up of Inuzuka Kiba, Abiram Shino and Hyuga Hinata, but the team she want was Abiram Shino, Hyuga Hinata and Uzumaki Naruto. When Sandaime hear this he want to know why she want him in his team instead of Inyazuka Air, who was more suited the type of team she was requested. Kurenai-chan explained that if Inyazuka was in her team then it will only tracking team and it may prove some problem in some types of mission where they need some manpower in which they only have Inyazuka brat who act assault type while the others were support type which put their team at disadvantage. While Naruto-kun on her team then it will be tracking assault team when he used his clones who scout the area or used to distract the enemy when they need immediate extractions. Also by him on the team also help Hinata-chan with her lack of confidence. When old monkey listen her opinion he also agree with her, but he don't allow it because if he put Naruto-kun on her team then he may learn lot of thing which he don't wanted and tell her that he as well shinobi council discuss regarding these team for hours before they formed it. After that he returned to the meeting. Kakashi arrive after every jonin tell the status about the team and how they pass his test where he tell everyone lies about how the great Uchiha and the Haruno pass his test flying color while Naruto-kun failed the test due to knockout from E-level Genjutsu. Also he even tell that he disrespect Uchiha brat when Uchiha give his food to him and he was stubbornly don't even accept him and keep disrespecting him. Do this he kick out Naruto-kun from the shinobi program and unfit to become ninja of the village. After that old monkey dismissed everyone except the Kakashi where they both do to some talking regarding Naruto-kun. I don't know what they talk about but I know old monkey may have talk Kakashi action against Naruto-kun. She finished and after that she talk some breath. That woman listened everything spoken by her student and was now anger at the thing is learned due to this her hands was shaken and she was close enough to break out but before that happened she felt pair of hand was grab on her hand. She then saw her both daughters were put their hands on her to try to calm down while their faces cover like her but she can easily saw that they were concerned about her. When she saw this she quickly closed her eyes and try to take some breaths which calm her anger. After controlling her anger she opened her eyes and look her daughters with small smile on her face before slightly nod her head. Her daughters saw her nod and they also nod back before they removed their hands. After that both of them returned to keep an eyes on the shop. Woman then sighed before she speak. Is there anything else? She asked for making sure nothing else happened. Shadow woman thought about few seconds before she spoke. That's all sensei. She said. Thank you very much Yugi-chan for all the information that you telling. Also helping Naruto-kun when he needed. I don't know how I can even repay you and others for all the thing you do to keeping him safe. She thanked her student. It's nothing sensei. You don't have to thanks me and others. We can't just sit and saw those people of the village was beating kid for what have Kyuubi was sealing him or the higher ups in the village was doing to make him humble to village so when they ask him anything he will do it without asking any questions to them. Beside I'm sure if you were on our place you also help him or should I say if you know about him to be alive then you will protect him from the old monkey with all your power. So like I said you don't have to thanks me or others. She tell her sensei before she look at the time before look at the hood woman and continued. I have to go sensei before anyone found out that I was missing from my house even through my shift was finished nearly hour ago. Sorry about that sensei that I can't spend more time with you even I wanted. She said before prepare herself to leave the shop. That woman nodded her head and said. It's okay Yugi-chan. I also want to spend some time with you but it have to wait for other time. I also have other things to do at a moment. See you soon sensei. She said before taking her leave. You to Yugi-chan. Hood woman said to her student and saw her leave the shop before she continued to eating dango. They stay at the shop for few minutes before they also stand up from their seat to leave the shop. They just reached the front door of the shop before all three of them sensed the some chakra. Two of them didn't identify this chakra but for some reason it felt familiar to them. While Hood woman on the other hand know very well flashback 1 hour ago with Naruto. The day was not Naruto day. First he was kick out shinobi program by his sensei because he was paid by those damn civilian council member and old monkey didn't do anything besides want his share from him. After that he quickly leave the Hokage tower he appear in his apartment without anybody notice it was him. When he reach his apartment he quickly dismissed his clone and returned what his clone was doing. After few minutes he go to kitchen to eat some ramen but found out all his ramen was missing, even his secret stash was also missing. Even he search everywhere he didn't found out where they go. After that he check his secret security seal which he put on the apartment which tell him who enter his apartment when he was not in here. When he check it and found out that Kakashi was sneak his apartment in morning while he was wait for him at training ground with his team. He saw that he take all his ramen with him before he leave his apartment. After saw this Naruto was anger at his formal sensei for what he did and making plan to make him pay for what he did today. He then sighed before he take out some money from the other hidden stash to eat some ramen at Ichiraku ramen bar. When he reached the shopping district he saw mob which was assigned by the old monkey to beat him number of time and past was there. When he saw them he know very well why are they there and what are they planning so he quickly leave the area but mob follow him. He quickly used every shortcut or every hiding place that he know where he can lose at them, but they keeping following him with the help of Aburam member who used his bug to search him. With his help mob able to keep tracking him. Do this Naruto keep running from them, but mob starting catch up with him. He then start running down the street to lose them, but found out that few shinobi was there. Before he can do anything they quickly surround him. Naruto know very well that if he's still shinobi then they can't do anything, also he can fight back without even worry about those stupid civilian council member, but now he lost his shinobi status thanks to his sensei. If he fight them then those civilian council member will try to execute him on a bogus charges for simply defending himself. So the only thing he can do was raise his chakra level and hope someone will come for his rescue. He then saw that mob bring out various weapon to beat him, so he's starting to act like scared kid. Mob saw his scare look and now become more excited. It been long time since the last beating and they were going to enjoy beating him every seconds. Nowhere to run demon. The time to finally finish what the Yondaime started and end you once and for all and avenge everyone you killed. Please don't, I didn't do any of that, I'm not the Kyuubi. Naruto pleaded frighteningly as he was cornered by the mob. Save your pleads for someone else, monster. This is for what you did all years ago, but also for disrespecting Uchiha-sama during the Genin test. It time to die. Before Naruto could say anything he was hit by the club on his head. His head was hit to the wall and before he fall down to ground mob starting to attack him. Flashback end. It been few minutes since the mob started to beat him. His body was suffer from many cuts as well, many where blood was coming out of his body, but his wounds were healing and it take few minutes before his body is completely healed. He then saw all mob was backing away except one who was Jonin and have sword in his hand. Jonin then start moving towards him and raised his sword over his head and was going used to remove Naruto head while mob was silently cheering for Jonin to kill him. They were silently cheering because they didn't want to attract any attention right now, but when Kyuubi brat was dead they were going to celebrate and tell whole village is dead. Before Jonin could bring his sword down to remove Naruto head, he stopped when he felt massive level of killer intent with some kind of pressure in his whole body. He was not the only one who felt it, others also felt it. Due to this level killer intent they feel like they are going to die 1,000 times. Before they understand who releasing killer intent they were on their knees. Civilian can't handle this pressure and starting to lose their consciousness, while ninjas were try to release their own killer intent so they can stand against unknown enemy, but even they released their own killer intent, they all failed miserably and before they hit the ground they all lost consciousness. When every single mob is lost consciousness, killer intent also stop and 3 hood figure was come out from the shadow. Those 3 hood figures are the same one who entered the village few hours ago. They then quickly moved towards the Naruto who was lost his consciousness due to blood loss. Tall woman saw that his wounds are healing, so she quickly apply her medical ninjutsu on him, which accelerate his healing. After few seconds all his major wounds are healed, but his minor wounds is still need to be healed, and it will take some time to heal all his wounds, but it can be healed later. They have worry about other things at the moment like hiding their presence to the village right now. So woman and her daughters quickly left the area with Naruto by using Shunshined, body flicker, before the Anbus come in here. Even though those 4 left the area, 3 conscious while other was unconscious, no one come in that area. Anbu team find the mob after 3 hours when they were patrolling that area. Uzumaki clan compound. All 4 of them Shunshined themselves to the Uzumaki clan compound main gate. Uzumaki clan compound was located between the Hyuga and Nara clan and it was twice big enough as the Hyuga clan. The compound itself looked like new, even no one live in the compound for years who can take of compound. It was because various seals was spread thought out the compound like stasis seals, which protects the whole compound from deteriorating away. Like any others compounds, it has large wall over it to keep trespassers away, and to keep that way every wall of the compound has security seals, which activates when someone tries to get over the wall. When someone tries to climb the wall by using chakra they can't climb it because whenever someone try they chakra quickly drain at enormous level. If someone able to successfully climb over the wall, they will meet with 1 million volts of electricity. Not even someone with a high affinity to lighting can't survive that amount. Not even Reikage. Other seals is Dojutsu, visual jutsu, seal, who have Dojutsu where they can see through the wall like Hyuga clan, which prevented from spying on them this seal. Woman quickly checked the surrounding area if anyone was there, but found none. Woman then bit her thumb to draw blood and pressed it against the main gate. There was a poof of smoke and gate unlocked. When the door is unlocked they quickly enter the compound and door of the compound is close itself. After entering the compound woman take Naruto with her and put him in a bed in one of the room so that she can heal his other wounds while tell her daughters to find something for look around the compound. After healing all his wounds she removes some sweat on her forehead and take deep breath after that she look at Naruto who was still unconscious. Even he is currently unconscious, he still look adorable and pretty cute with whiskers mark on his cheek. She look at his blonde hair, it may be dirty due to some of the dirt was still in his hair, but they still look smooth, so she raised her hand to touch it. When she touched, she felt his hair is smooth but still some rough, so she start running her hand on his hair. When she doing this, a small smile was come on her face. She remember when she meet him all those years ago. Flashback 6 years ago, October 10. 6 years ago on October 10th, Kyuubi suddenly appear inside the village in middle of night when lot of people were either sleeping on their bed or was drunk. When Kyuubi start attack the village, lot of people lost his lives. Shinobi of the village was not ready for this kind of attack, due to this they were slaughter. All Shinobi can do was to slow down until Yondaime Hokage arrive. When he arrive, he take Kyuubi with him out of the village with him where he killed the Kyuubi, but he also lost his life. That was the official story higher up of the village told the villagers. All this happened 6 years ago and village were recovering from the attack. Now today was October 10, the village was decorated and celebrating the defeat of Kyuubi, as well as paying their respect to people who lose their life in the attack. So event like this which happen once a year, so everyone is celebrating and partying to their heart's content. Near the west gate, one shadow figure came out of hiding after saw the Anbu's team leave the area. Shadow figure was wear the Konoha Anbu's outfit with kitsune mask. She quickly moved towards the wall but stopped when she was few meter away from it. She kneeled down the ground where strange seal appear on the ground. She quickly deactivate for minute or two so she can enter it. When the seal is down, she quickly move in and climb the wall. Before the wall guard saw her, she leaped down neath the one of the building. After that she hide in the shadow to check her surroundings. Good. I enter the village without the Anbu's patrol or the wall guards notice it, and in a few seconds seal is also going to reactivate. Now I have to move carefully and enter the Uzumaki and Namika's compounds so that I can take those scroll which help my daughters to become very strong. She said to herself while check her surroundings. When she saw no one detect her, she quickly moved to the clan district where the Uzumaki clan compound while Namika's compound were behind the Hokage monument. She appeared at the shopping district and was still in the shadow. She saw that whole shopping district was decorated like the rest of the village and where shopkeepers selling many things while people enjoying themselves. She also saw the shinobi of the village also enjoying themselves, but they also keeping eyes on everyone while Anbus were either hiding in the shadow or rooftop, were also looking at the villagers. She study all those Anbus and find out among them they were few sensors were also with them, but they still don't sense her. She study them few more minutes before she the area with anyone noticing her, even if someone notice her, then they only saw was her Anbu outfit and think that someone is changing his or her position. Woman quietly moved shadow to shadow and was near the clan district. Few more building and I'm in the clan district. She said to herself in her mind. Before she continue her way to clan district, she sensed large number of chakra was ahead of her and moving towards her location. She quickly stop her track and quickly hide in the one of building shadows and awaiting the group. She didn't have to wait much long before she saw a group of people which is made up of civilian as well. Some shinobi was coming towards her location and saw that they were searching the surrounding area. When she saw this, she thought they were searching for her and decided to leave the area immediate. She was about to leave the area when she noticed few things. First, well, they were searching for someone, but whatever they were searching it not her. Second, whoever was he or she is not a shinobi because they were searching everything where civilian can hide himself. Third, every single one of the group carry themselves various types of weapon like knife, club, spear, empty bottles, kunai and many different types of swords, and most of them was covered in blood. Before she thought any other thing, she brought out of her thought when she hear one of the shinobi speak. Look, demon went that way. Let's go everyone, we have to kill the demon before he hide himself. One of the shinobi exclaimed who is pointing at direction other side of her locations. When people hear it, they quickly go to the direction shinobi is pointing. When people leaving the area, they were saying that how they were going to beat, torture and kill him. She also hear them something about Kyuubi brat which confuse her. So she was about to follow them to investigate it before she saw someone come out from shadows. She looked and saw a kid who was around 5 or 6 years old. He was 3 feet 5 inch and had spiky blonde hair, the bluest eyes, and in each cheek, he had 3 whiskers marks. He was wearing a white short sleeves with an orange swirl in his back and black pant, but they were torn from many places. Woman eyes widened when she saw kid and for some reason she felt like she know her. Woman then noticed his state that his clothes were torn from many places, but what caught her attention was that his clothes were stained with blood. Before she think more, she saw that kid check his surrounding for anyone. When he find none, he sighed before he speak. Thank Kami they left. If that shinobi lead them to another location, then they would have find me and start beating me to the ground again. Sigh, I sick of this. Those asshole beat me because they were think I'm Kyuubi in human form. They don't even understand the difference between the scroll and the kunai, that I'm a scroll while Kyuubi is kunai. They think that when they hurting me, it will also hurt the Kyuubi, but no. They were just hurting the innocent child who was also the victim of the Kyuubi attack, but now is a victim of the village. He said to himself before he looked at his wounds. I have to leave this area before they find me. Also I have to take care of these wounds myself because those people at the hospital will not heal me if they saw me there. Even those I know that those wounds were healed by itself by the morning. All I have to do is hide myself in the forest of the death and get some rest. He finished himself before he start running towards the forest of death. Unknown to him, woman listened when he said those things he said and now look at the blonde with shock. He only moved couple of step before he starting to losing his consciousness. He tried to stay away but do lose so many blood and all the injuries on his body was too much for him and lose his conscious. Before he hit the ground woman catch him. She saw that he was bleeding heavily from many places but then saw his wounds were healing itself and if she was right then she knew who healing his body. So she quickly shunshin it to the Uzumaki compound and go inside. She then take the kid in one of the room and place him in the bed and start healing his wounds with her medical ninjutsu. It take few minutes before all his wounds were healed. After she finish healing the kid she sit on chair which was near the bed and look over to the unconscious kid who was familiar to her. When she look at kid, she couldn't help but compare his face to her son who died 6 years ago and she herself saw his body before she bury him and soon leave the village. But now she is back and found out that someone who is look like his son and what she hear is correct then the Kyuubi was sealed inside of him which is impossible because Kyuubi was sealed inside of his son and was long dead and with him death Kyuubi was also lost for 9 years. She even feel Kyuubi chakra when she healing his wounds. So the question come in her mind that if her son was dead and Kyuubi was lost then how come this kid who is look like his son have Kyuubi inside of him? Is he really his son who she thought was dead? If it is then who was the kid she buried 6 years ago? So many question was come in her mind when she thought more but got no answer. She was brought out of her thought when she saw kid body move slightly. It didn't take long when kid opened his eyes and saw he was in some kind of room which is not hospital. He also noticed that he was laying on softest bed he ever had and then he look around before his eyes land on the Anbu with kitsune mask who was currently sitting on chair which was near to bed. When Naruto saw Anbu he thought Anbu was going to torture him so he tried to get up to escape from here but his luck his body didn't even listen to him due to pain he was feeling from the beating he got from the mob few moments ago. Despite that he keep try to move his body. Woman saw this and quickly get up from her chair towards him. She then put her hand on the shoulders to keep him down in the bed. Take it easy. Your wounds may heal but you still need some rest. Woman said before she saw that he was looking at her suspicious. Don't worry I'm not going to hurt you or anything. I'm here to help you. So lay down and try to relax your body, which help you recover quickly. She said to him and saw Naruto look at her carefully to see if she lying him, but so none so he lay on the bed to rest his body. Woman saw that she move her hand from his shoulder before she speak again. Anyway if you need anything you can tell me. She said to him who look at her few seconds before he opened his mouth. Woman didn't hear so she went down a little to hear it before she asked him. What is it? Water this time she hear him then she look at him. Of course. She said before leave the room. When woman was out of the room she quickly create one clone who was standing outside the room. She know that no one was can come inside her clan compound and she didn't need clone to guard the door. But the purpose of clone is to keep an eyes on him if he need any kind of help kid may need or if something wrong with him so clone quickly alert her by dispelling herself. When Naruto saw woman leave the room and keep looking for few seconds before he look around the room and try to understand where he was and saw the room was itself a decent, everything was in his place and the most thing he saw was that room was clean, not even the dust was present in the floor except that some blood was on floor and bed which he know where it came from. Hey Kaiju-chan. Are you there? He asked question to Kyuubi in his mind. Hi Naru-kun. I'm here. Kasumi replied before she speak again. What about you Naruto-kun? Are you okay? Does it hurt? If it is tell me where it is so I can heal you quick. She asked him and ready to send her chakra to heal his body. I'm fine Kaiju-chan. My wounds were healed but I can still feel pain and that I can't even move my body properly despite I want to. He tell her. Kaiju-chan can you heal my body enough so I can move my body? He asked her. Asumi thought about few seconds before she speak. Sorry, Naruto-kun. Right now your body is not strong enough to handle that amount of chakra. Currently your body is strong enough so that I can heal your wounds, but if I try to give you more chakra so that you can move your body, then it will hurt your body pretty badly. Naruto hear this out at first, but he understand it what she said, his body is still weak right now and it take time before his body can handle her chakra without harming him. So he have no other choice but let his body heal like normal way even his body still heal very fast without even her chakra. All he need is good night's sleep and his body is healed completely. He then sighed before trying to get himself comfortable on the bed. After he get comfortable he close his eyes, but he quickly open it when he remembers something. "Ai-chan, do you have any idea where we're right now?" he asked to her. "I can't tell where we're right now, but for what I can sense from inside you that we're currently inside the village and from the look of it we're in the clan district, but in which clan I don't know, you have to find out yourself." She responds before she thought. Not only that but that woman voice sound familiar when I hear it and her Anbu mask are also same as she thought about it before she trail off when she remember it. It her. She back in the village after 6 years. She thought with small smile come in her face. She was out of her thought when she saw that woman return to the room with glass of water. Woman come in room with glass of water before she lift Naruto up so he can drink water, but she saw kid didn't drink it first. He look at the water carefully for minute or two before he drink it. After drinking the water she lay him down carefully on bed and put empty glass away before she take sit on the chair which she was sitting previously. They stay silent for few minutes, not know how to start conversation, but woman decide to broke the silence. "So how are you feeling?" she asked. Naruto hear the question look at her before he answered. "I'm fine but I still feel pain in my body." Woman nod her head. "Don't worry about it, you will be alright," woman said. Woman then look around room for few seconds before she speak again. "If you don't mind can I ask you something?" Naruto nod. "How can you got yourself injured?" she ask and got or you stupid look from him. "You are not around the village if you asking this question?" he asked and saw woman shake her head. "No, I was away from the village for long time. I got here few hours ago when I saw you were badly wounded. So I quickly take you with me to my place where I heal your wounds before your life were in dangerous." She tell him half truth. She didn't want to tell him that she sneaked the village and saw he was hunted by the mob who were act like they were seeking his blood. When she saw this at first she didn't to know why they hurting the kid. When Naruto hear this he didn't respond at first but in think about if he tell her why the villagers hurt him. If he tell her the reason she may hate him for what he hold or she may not hate him like those villagers. It's either win or lose condition. He thought about few minutes before he sighed and decide to answer her question and hope she didn't hate him. "Well at first I don't know why they hate me, insult me, beat me or sometime they even try to kill me, but nearly 6 months ago when I was attacked by few shinobi who want to kill me. On that time I find out why is this happening to me," he said before he close his eyes and take a long breath before he said. "They were doing this because Kyuubi was sealed inside in me." He tell her and open his eyes to look at her. She didn't react at first, but then he hear her gasp and even though woman still wear her Anbu mask where he can't see her face, but he can still imagine that she was looking at him in shock. Woman didn't said at first when she hear it. She didn't react it when she hear it and try to process it what kid said in her mind when her mind register it, she was gasp escape from her mouth and she was shocked at this. "He did why you said Kyuubi?" she asked him and got nod from. How do why you know Kyuubi was sealed inside in you? Did you talk to Kyuubi?" She asked and shuddered and still in shock that what she heard. She already hear him when he before, but she thought that he may be just imagine thing, but now here he is where he actually saying it. Naruto hear her question give her blank look before he answered her question. "Hi. I speak with her after I escaped from the shinobi when I was sleeping. Where I spoke to Kyuubi." He tell her without even care if she hate him or not. Woman then silent for few seconds before she spoke again. What is your name?" She asked his name and paying to the kami that he was the same kid who she thought she lost 6 years ago. "Naruto. Uzumaki Naruto." He tell her without even caring. Woman was once again in shock when she hear his name. Now this confirm her suspicious who was this kid. She didn't believe that her son was alive and now in front of him. "Naru-chan," she whispered to herself, but Naruto didn't hear it. "When was your birthday?" she asked in hopefully tone while small tears were coming out of her eyes, but her mask is hided. "The day. October 10. I was born 6 years ago." Naruto tell her with straight face while inside he was confused at woman and still don't understand why she was asking him about this. When woman hear it she quickly leaped towards the kid and hug him. Now Naruto was totally lost it he didn't know what happened to the woman who was hugging him and keep repeating about Naru-chan or my baby boy was still alive and many more thing while she was crying. He wasn't to get out of her grasps, but for some unknown reason he was feel safe and comfortable. It even lesser his pain in his body and want to sleep there without even worry about anything. It also feel like something which he was missing for so many years. "Love. Who are you Anbu-san?" Naruto asked to the woman who released him from the hug, but her head is low. She then moved her hand towards her mask. "My name is Namikaze Uzumaki Kushina," she said and boy eyes widen when he hear Uzumaki, but before he can talk woman continued. "And I'm your mother," she said and remove her mask from her face before looking at him. When her mask removed he saw woman has red hair which is tied up in a high ponytail and strands at sides of her face. She also have violet eyes where tears were coming out of her eyes and fair skin. She also wear the standard Anbu dress which is black Anbu pant with white tape around the ankles. Around her chest she had Anbu chest plate above simple black suit. She had gloves in each arm that covered her entire arm almost reaching her shoulders. On her back she had a standard katana. When Naruto heard that woman in front of him claimed to his mother, he want to deny it at first and thought woman want to hurt him emotionally and about to tell her stop lying to him when his thought was interpreted by someone. Naruto-kun. She is telling the truth, she is your mother. Kasumi tell her, in which Naruto eyes even more widen and looking at the woman who was crying at him. If she is my mother Kayu-chan, then why she leave me here in the village where villagers as well shinobi beat her try to kill me? Is she hate me that because you were sealed inside in me like the villagers? He asked to her. I didn't know why she leave the village, but know this, she never hate you even I was sealed inside of you. She love you so much that she can gave her life in order to save you. Kasumi told him. But if you want to know why she leave you then you have to ask her yourself because even I didn't have an idea why she leave you in the village. She suggest him and also want to know why Kushina left her new boy son in the village. Naruto then nod his head mentally before he look at her in eyes who was still crying before he speak. If you're my mother then why you leave me? He asked her and due to this she stopped crying. Did you hate me because Kyuubi was sealed inside of me and wanted to do nothing to me or th? He was interrupted by the woman who suddenly hugged him again. No, I never hate you because Kyuubi was sealed inside of you or any other thing. It just when you were born Kyuubi attack was attacking the village. But Kyuubi was in control of someone who wanted to destroy the village and your father stopped him for doing it. Your father and I do anything as we could to brought her out of his control, but it was not enough so your father don't have another choice but to seal Kyuubi inside you, but he lost his life in process. I on other hand was recently given birth to you and your other two sisters and due to this I was weak and when the sealing was done I lose consciousness. She said before she broke the hug and continued. Next day I wake up and saw my two daughters with me, but I didn't saw you, so I asked the nurse where are you, but they didn't tell me instead they left to tell the Sandame. When he came I asked him what happened and where are you, but he tell me that you died because your body can't handle the Kyuubi chakra and killed you. When I hear this I was broken and started to crying about not only for the loss of my husband but also for you. I cry for you too for few minutes before I ask him to see the body of you too where he brought yours body. When I saw my husband body I understand how he die and cry there for few minutes, then I saw your body and saw the sealing formula which was used by your father was still there, but I didn't understand why you die, but then I thought that maybe your body didn't handle Kyuubi chakra. After that I cry on your body, but few minutes before he take yours body away and tell me that funeral was happen next day, so I should take a rest and after that he left me. She tell him and let him absorb the thing which is said. After few minutes she speak again. Next day funeral happened where I bury you two by myself with few of my friends were also there. After burying you two I left there and stay at the compound for few days before I decide to leave the village and go to the Sandame where I tell him I can't stay in here due pain of losing two of my precious people in here and if I stay it will increase my pain. When Sandame hear this he try to reason with me, but I didn't hear him and then he allow me to leave the village. After getting the permission I left the village with your sisters and stay at the Uzumaki clan's secret hideout where no one come and harm them. She said before she take few breath before continued. Even after I left the village something is telling me you're alive, but I always dismiss the thought and tell myself that you're dead and not coming back, so I distract myself by looking over your sisters. When they reach 4 I start training them in shinobi art so they can protect themselves. They were doing well until some problem arise few weeks ago regarding their chakra control. So I try to help them with what I know, but that didn't helping it and I also want to teach something different things which can help them, but I don't have resources with me and those resource which can help them was in the village. I thought about to coming back in the village with them, but I can't because for past 5 years we were targeting by someone from Konoha, so I made decision and tell your sisters that I leave them at the hideout where they can be safe. After I leave them in the hideout, I sneak into the village so that I can get into the Uzumaki compound as well the Namikaze compound to get some scroll which can help them in their training. On the way Uzumaki compound I found that the mob were looking for someone, I thought they were looking for me. I thought I should leave that area immediately but decide to against it and quickly hide myself so they can't find me. When I was hide I studied them and saw they were not looking for me rather someone else who was not shinobi but civilian. At first I thought they were looking for some thugs or thief, but then I listened when someone shinobi with them lead to other looking on that time I listened that something about Kyuubi brat which confused me at first, because if you die, then Kyuubi will not appear 3 or 4 years, so who is this Kyuubi brat they were talking about, so I decide to follow them, but before I follow them I saw you're coming out of shadow. When I saw you, you were injured very badly and when you lose consciousness I quickly caught you. At first I want to take you hospital, but I can't take you there because if I do that then I'll have exposed my identity to them which I don't wanted, so I take you with me to the Uzumaki clan compound where I heal your wounds. After healing your wounds I got good look on your face and saw your face is same as my son, but that not possible because you died 6 years ago and I myself buried you, but when you tell your name as well you said Kyuubi was seal inside in you, I quickly know that you are my son who I left 6 years ago in the village without even knowing it. She said and starting to cry again. When she thought about she leave his son in the village by himself where villagers as well shinobi beat him because they think him as a Kyuubi. Just thinking about this make her sick. When Naruto hear her he look at her any sign of lie but found none. He was angry at her leave him in the village while she taking care of his sisters, but he can't because she thought he die on the same night of the Kyuubi attack and also she bury his body didn't help it either because it not normal for anyone to come back from dead. He wanted to hate her, but he can't because no matter what he love his mother even villagers said bad mouth about his mother and father and those who said bad mouth about his parents, he get them by pranking, so if they bad mouth about them, they think twice before saying anything. The Sumi also listened Kushina reason and used her negative sensing skill to make sure she telling him truth. Despite the shinobi who trained to speak lie even in front of censor, they can't lie to her and get away with it. When she used her skill she found out that every word spoke by her is true. She sighed and before she telling Naruto. Naruto-kun she is telling the truth. Every word is spoken by her true. Kasumi tell him. When Naruto hear his eyes were widened before it back to normal and now tears was coming out of his eyes. Ha-chan. He quickly launch himself and hug her with all his strength. Kushina herself tack back at first when she hear her son call her Ka-chan which make her happy. She quickly recover and hug him back. They both stay like this for few minutes before they separate themselves. Kushina then look at Naruto saw a few tears was still coming out of his eyes, so she used her hands and wiped them quickly and give him smile. Naruto also return her smile with his own. Kushina attention quickly went into his clothes where she saw something, but due to dirt and blood on his shirt she can't see properly, but whatever it is made her frown inwardly. Nari-chan can you please take off your shirt? She asked him nicely. Naruto first looked at her confused, but he shrugged his shoulder before he take his shirt off which. When his shirt was off Kushina suspicious was correct. When Naruto take out his shirt from his boy, he saw his mother look at him oddly before she tell him to lay down on bed without any question. He then saw his mother put right hand on his stomach before he felt something enter in his body and saw some kind of design was formed on his stomach. He quickly looked at his mother before he asked. Ka-chan. What is that? He asked curiously. Kushina didn't take his eyes off from his stomach but still answered it. Nari-chan. This design is a seal which keeping Kyuubi escape from your body. Naruto nodded his head before he saw mother look at the seal. After answering his son Kushina starting to study his seal. She saw that his seal was working properly, but for some reason she felt like something was messing with the seal. So she applied more her chakra on his body and saw something made her frown and want to go on rampage. She saw there was number of seal apply on his body like chakra blocking seal which keeping Kyuubi chakra at bay, so that if Naruto somehow even access Kyuubi chakra, then this seal will automatically send back Kyuubi chakra into his body, but also he can't control his own chakra. Other seal was mind control seal, this seal is prevent him to develop his brain, so he can't become smart. Physical seal was also apply on him which keeping his body weak. Tracking seal was also placed in his body, so that if he try to hide himself in the village, then they can easily track him whenever they want. But there is one seal which made her blood boil, the seal which is used by the Uzumaki clan during the first Great Shinobi War, after that they never used it. This seal is Deathman Switch. This seal is used for to keep the prisoner in control so they can't do anything when they were in there. But this seal user killed the person who have this seal in his body or if the person was leave the certain part of the area. This seal first give them intense pain and tell them to back in the area, but if the person keep moving forwards to leaving the area, it will alert the user. By the time person who have this seal on his body able to leave that particular area, then he or she will die there automatically when the seal fully activated. When Kushina see this seal she want to know who apply this seal, so she scan the seal and try to find out when this seal was placed and when. She got her answer within few minutes and she was not happy. This seal was applied by someone who has never know that he got his hand on her clan sealing. Before she thought more Naruto brought her out. Ha-chan what is this? Why these seals was all over my body? Naruto asked her in scar tone which brought out Kushina from her thought. She look over her son then seal then her son. She was debating herself if she tell her son about it or not after quick thinking she decide to answer his question. Nari-chan these seal which is all over your body is mean to keep you weak from both body and mind, while your seal on your heart was meant to kill you if you ever become threat to the village or decide to leave the village. For what I can tell you that these seals were applied by the one person who have some good knowledge in sealing. She tell him and saw Naruto face turn lost his color. "Hey, killed me?" he asked and getting nod. "But who was the person who apply these seal on me and for what? Is he try to kill me or want to do something else?" he asked. "The person who apply these seal on you was the Sandame Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen. And for what purpose which is I know. These seals which is on your body, I can remove it myself except the one on your heart. This particular seal is Uzumaki seal which on stay on the person body until the user decide to remove this seal from the person, which I highly doubt he will release this seal himself, even I killed him, or we can find the key to release this seal. Due to this seal I can't even take you with me to your sisters. If I did then you are going to die due to dead man seal which killed you, which is I don't want it no matter what," she said, and saw Naruto was not happy when he learned that he can't leave the village so that he can see his sisters. Even if he did then he will die and it make his mother sad. "But there is a way we can remove this seal," she said, and saw her son was looking at him with hopeful eyes. "This seal can be removed if the Kyuubi is give limited amount of chakra to the seal. If she did then seal will destroyed, but it will take some time, but how many years it take? I don't know. Naru-chan, can you ask Kyuubi how much time it will take to remove the seal?" she asked and saw her son nod his head before asked question to Kyuubi. "Ah. Kyu-chan," he trying to ask but interrupted by Kasumi. "I hear that Naruto-kun what your mother said." She interrupted him before continued. "So that is why I having trouble to healing your body. Well, I don't have to worry about those seal now because Kushi-chan can take care of these seals. Now let back to the main problem. If my calculation right then it will take 3 to 4 years for disabling these seal which allow him to move freely in any part of Hai no Kuni as you want, but to completely remove this seal it take 5 or 6 years. So that if the old monkey decide wanted to kill Naruto-kun then his seal will not activate it," she said. Naruto then tell Kushina what Kasumi said. After that Kushina start removing other seals in his body. It take few minutes before she remove every single one of the seals on his body except for Death Man's seal. After that Naruto feel himself tried so he went to sleep and Kushina decide to sleep with him, but not before she summoned her partner and tell him that it will take few days for her to back to the hideout so that he can take care of her daughters, which he did. Flashback end. Next day Naruto woke up and thought it was dream, but when he saw he was same room he was before he quickly look around and saw his mother was sleeping beside him. He then quickly hug her which make her wake up. After that Kushina make breakfast for him which make him very happy and tell her that her food was very good. Kushina then spend few days with him. During her time in the village she get to know her many thing about him like what he really liked and hate. He even tell her about his real friends which he meet with them when no one looking at him. Kushina also tell her few things about her sisters and what are they like and disliked and how much they become strong, which made him also wanted to get strong as well, so when he grow up he can protect them, which made Kushina happy. He then asked her to train him for while she was still in the village, which she did. First thing she did was unlock his chakra and found out that his chakra level is high academy level for the Uzumaki standard, but when it measure with the Konoha standard then he has high genin level chakra. She then teach him those jutsu which was required him to become the Konoha ninja. She found out these things when one night she decided to sneak in the academy and found out what kind of thing they were teaching, and when she saw it, she was disappointed and shake her head. On same night she also sneak into the Namikaze clan compound and get the thing which she need to train not only his daughters but his son as well. After that she come back the Uzumaki clan compound. When she teach him those academy jutsu she know very well that few thing he can't do it due to his massive chakra reserve, and the same thing was said to his sisters as well, so she teach him 2 types of clone, one is Kage Bushin no Jutsu and the other is Kai Bushin no Jutsu, blood clone. She tell him not to use these technique until he don't have any choice and also don't used in front of the people. During her time she also meet few friends who was taking care of him and got to know few things like what happened in the village. She even meet with her old students who was taking care of him time to time. On her last day Naruto asked her 2 things. First is to remake those seal on his body which was on his body so that no one can get suspicious on him if he ever hurt by the mob. Kushina don't want to do that, but when Naruto tell her that all she need to do is made those seal and Kasumi can take care of them. After arguing many minutes she did it. Second thing is that he asked her not to visit him for next 6 years, which Kushina was made at him, and asked him if he hate her for leaving him for first 6 years alone, but Naruto calm her down and explain her that if she come back to village time to time, then someday someone will get suspicious on him and tell old monkey about this, and they have no idea what he may do to him. So Kushina heavy heart accept his reason that she will not visit him for next 6 years, but before she left she tell that she will come back when he was graduate to academy. After that she leaves some scroll regarding sealing, Taijutsu, Ninjutsu, Jinjutsu, Kinjutsu and few scroll regarding Namikaze as well Uzumaki clan technique. She wanted to give him more thing, but Naruto stop her. After that she leave the village. When she back to hideout she tell her daughters what happened and boy, both of them were shocked and happy that they have big brothers who was alive in the village. They then asked her if they can see him, but she tell them that they can't right now because his brother was keeping their identity safe from the bad people who was hunting them for last couple of years. Both of them was saddened when they hear it, but their mood was changed when Kushina tell them about that their brother sent little message from them and the message was to get stronger. After they hearing it both of them totally focus on their training so that they can become so much stronger that no one can hurt their big brother. Kushina then saw her baby son started to stir and his eyes were opening and closing rapidly. When Naruto's eyes was fully open he saw he was the same room when her mother take him 6 years ago. He then saw her hood figure was seating near him. His sensor skill already tell him that 3 person were around him. One was with him while other 2 were in different room. Out of 3 he only able to identify the one of the chakra which was near him. He look at the hood figure before small smile come in his face. Ah-chan he said happily to the hood figure who lower her hood and saw her mother face was same as 6 years ago. When Kushina hear his son said Ka-chan, tears was coming out of her eyes and quickly hug him which Naruto returned it as well. After minutes and 2 both of them separate. Kushina then saw her son was alright since the last time she was here but frowned when she saw his state of his body. He was short for his age as well his body was not in top shape like he didn't eat good food for many days. Just look at him make her mad, but suddenly she saw something. She raised her eyes when she was look at him until something click on her mind. In jutsu she muttered and saw her son give her foxy grin when he hear her answer. He nodded his head before answering it. Hi but it was reinforced by the seal. He said. When I use Jinjutsu who show my 10 years old body with less developed but I can't maintain Jinjutsu whole time so I made and apply this seal on my body which keeps the Jinjutsu. Even Hyuga Uchiha clan member can't tell them if I use the Jinjutsu or not. Even sensor can't detect that I apply Jinjutsu over my whole body or if they did they can't release this Jinjutsu until I want. The only drawback of this Jinjutsu is that I can't use any other Jinjutsu when this seal is active. Same can be said by the clone which I send them when I was training myself in the Uzumaki clan ground. He finished tell her before he take out the small piece of paper from his kunai pouch. This is the seal I used to reinforce the Jinjutsu. He give the seal who take it and start studying it. She saw seal was look like it was basic to the person who know basic about the sealing, but real sealing master can tell that it was very complex seal. One thing wrong and whole seal is explode when it activated. So when you made this seal? She asked while still studying the seal. Well I made this seal when I was 9. He answering nervously and rubbing his back of his head. Kushina eyes widen in shock when she hear this and look at him then the seal then him. She did this few time before she sighed and close her eyes while using her free hand and start running her hand over her head. I don't believe it. He made this seal. This seal may look very simple yet it was very complex. Even seal masters of my clan can't make these types of seal like that and her is the kid in front of me who made this seal when he was 9. Now I understand why other villagers were feared when it come to the sealing. They are not only fear from the adults of our clan who know various seal which but they also fear the youngster of our clan who can made anything which will be deadly to them. She said in her mind and sighed again before she look over the seal again. But still to make this seal you have to be very high level to make this. It make me wonder which level he was at right now. She asked herself and again sigh. Ah-chan what is your opinion of the seal? He asked her with his foxy grin. Kushina saw his grin and smile at him before answering it. Well son you did a great job. No one have thought about it to make this kind of seal to reinforce the Jinjutsu. Even if someone thought about it then to make this kind of seal then it will take lot of time to make this seal. You don't know how I'm proud of you right now Naru-chan. She said before she give kiss on his cheeks which made Naruto blush from embarrassment. Thank you Ka-chan. He said and rubbing his back of her head. Before they can talk more their attention was drawn 2 hood figures entered the room. They both stopped when they saw that Naruto was up on the bed with Kushina. Naruto looked at the 2 hood figures carefully but also curious as well, will Kushina give them smile and motion them to come to meet him. Both of them didn't respond at first but they did after minute or 2. They quickly moved toward the Naruto and throw themselves to him. Anisan. Both of them yelled at same time before they hug him. Naruto from his part tried to understand what happened. One moment they were in front of him, next second both of them throw themselves to him and said Anisan before hugging him. He then felt wetness on his jacket. He then looked down and saw both of them crying we'll keep muttering about Anisan or we finally meet you Anisan like that. He didn't know how to respond but unconsciously his both hands move on his own before hugged them. When both of them felt their brother hug them they cry even more but in happiness. Both of them happy that their brother accept them. Kushina on other hand was smiling when she saw her all 3 children were hugging each other. Last time she see them was 12 years ago when she give birth to them but due to the few people they can't stay together. But after the 12 years all three of her child are now together and no one is going to take them away from her and she made sure of it. Not only that she looking forward to the tomorrow meeting where she need few answers. Whatever her plan she had, Konoha is not like the tomorrow morning. Starting tomorrow Konoha dark day is start. What if Naruto knew about the law council's bashing end here and thanks for watching my video till the end.